know how he's doing.
You're not from Lofa?
I'm from Lofa. I'm not Lofa.
I saw you
Mm-hmm.
in a video,
Mm-hmm.
and you convinced the people of Lofa County to vote for Joseph Barker.
Yeah, we thought we've experienced 46 years in government, serving under Malam Salif. So before we go into the discussion, let me appreciate the people of this country, appreciate my supporters, the people of District Number 10.
No, you go and give it out to what?
Okay,
How is your, I don't know, nephew, whosoever?
Well, I can tell you his condition. I had no close connection with him. I had close connection. Yes, in the past. Because we thought within ourselves, Mr. Bwakai for his age, Mr. Bwakai for the length of time he worked in government, Mr. Bwakai for the time he worked on the Malam Salif for 12 years. We thought he could have made the difference.
How are your citizens in District Number 10? You've been out of the country for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, you know, my mother passed, I said to the people of this country. Yeah. You know we talk, man. You know you made your presence felt. Yeah, you know you made your presence felt.
We have a very rocky road at times.
That's what they call democracy. Yeah, democracy will be democracy. Yeah, and no relationship will always exist when our time passes.
How are your citizens?
They are doing very well. I came and met the district with some issues. We'll be going to identify with the Muslim community today about 4 o'clock. While away, I call them. We'll also identify with our people that were made homeless in District Number 10, Peace Arts Man. We'll be going there maybe next week to make our presence felt, to identify with them. You know, they were made homeless. We all notice. You know, we think in our mind that was wrong. They are citizens of this country. Those are the people that made all the number to make Mr. Bwakai, that is moving with the number that he called age, president of this country. You know, we feel within ourselves what he did to the people was wrong and is wrong. So we'll go there and keep the courage, encourage him to say, this that will come and these are these.
So someone said to me from your district, they said it will be difficult to remove Yeke because Yeke knows time, when, where, how to intervene when it comes to the people of the district. And I'm hearing you talking about you're gonna, sympathize with the people, you're gonna do this and everything. It reminds me of what exactly you told me, how you engage the people of your district.
Yeah, Sekou, while away, there were a lot of incidents, there were a lot of situations in my district. While away, my office went there and made our presence felt. So this is something that the people know is a normal thing. But my salary is not to be used to build Cairo. My salary is to be used when our people are in the dire need to make our presence felt. They're not coming to build my salary. The government got money in the budget. We're still looking forward to receiving the Pop District Number 10 development money. Before we close, before I left this country, Honorable Father asked me to do the communication to send from this.
You have Father friend?
Well, he's my colleague. So we have to be friendly when it comes to our job.
Are you guys good friends?
Well, I don't know in terms of what, but we are colleagues.
You have always been against the leadership.
Well, if the leadership is doing well, we'll be for the leadership. If you're not doing well, we'll have a leadership that will wear yellow suit to go appreciate Mr. Bwakai.
You don't need
we always wear our t-shirt, with warnings on it about the government, about Bwakai and all of that. But today I'm seeing you in white. What is
dominant white?
Yes.
Yeah, because we came with peace.
Okay.
If they need peace.
Okay.
When they don't want peace, then we'll come back. Yeah, when they need peace. I'm talking about the government. All of the countries say, everybody say, oh, Yeke, like you the next person is setting for. Like the next person who got boss to arrest Yeke. I want to see the person that got boss to arrest. When we should that point, we'll speak for the Liberian people. We're not entertain people abusing the laws of this country. We're not entertain people, Sekou, because he's the boss of Voice FM, think he's the core of Voice FM. No. And that is why we'll push our bill for people on the Supreme Court bench to be elected. If they are elected,
Did you push that bill?
no, we'll be sending the bill later, very soon to the House.
You think your police were accepted?
A level of them, we need to make our presence feel. What in good they have ever accepted.
But what exactly you people are doing? Because almost everything you people are doing is in the interest of the country.
Well, that is why we changed Fonati Kofa for. What have changed? We said Fonati Kofa will go. I know I voted for Fonati Kofa to bring him to power, but the manner and form in which he was being taken out of office, that was I had a problem with. I know I voted for him to be speaker, I see him. But Sekou, if we say we want Sekou, our sister Samara here, say she want power, she must wait for her time. Not to hijack the power. You see what will happen when you hijack power? You see how the country looking? What is serious we're doing? We did not give Mr. Bwaka the authority to go borrow money to go buy machine. Who gave him the authority? Who? Who gave him the authority? Who gave him the authority? Mr. Bwaka.
Agree to it?
No, I challenge the House of Representatives and the leadership. We did not give Mr. Bwaka.
This whole yellow,
You say we'll get to that, right? And you say we'll get to
I'm
that.
asking you now.
Oh, we're getting to it now, right?
Yes,
We're getting to it now, right?
Yellow.
You see, our rules forbid people wearing uniform in session.
Your rules?
Our rules forbid people wearing uniform
So it
in
means that
session.
even the speaker went against the rule of the house?
He knows that. Have they ever respected the rules of the House? The rules say you must get fallen down to remove the speaker. Did they get fallen down? No, Sekou, you tell me, did they get fallen down? They never.
No, you the law because you tell me.
No, they never. They put hijack power and behave the way they are
He
doing it.
became a speaker.
He became a
People
speaker.
voted for him.
He became a speaker because Mr. Bwaka wanted somebody that he could control. And he's
No,
there.
but Konati was a very soft person that Bwaka could work with.
No, but he will not control the way the house is being controlled now. To be wearing uniform, be going to go see yellow machine and taking picture on yellow machine. It's a disgrace that
But
bringing
Bwaka traveled along with the president.
that bringing the house. Yeah, he traveled along.
Traveled along with the president. He defended the president on local news and international media.
You know, that's a work of the government. Not because Kofa from the opposition, he should be there to bring the government down. He was there to balance the government. But the people don't want it that way. They decided we'll move him. We'll put somebody there.
Not bad about people wearing yellow to go and show their support.
No, but you
In the
see,
interest of the country.
when somebody is abusing the laws of the country, and you are facilitator, you are also abusing the law of the country. The machine Mr. Bwaka brought, who authorized him to go to Echo Bank to go take money? Who? I challenge anybody from in the house. Who? We did not. You go and take like broker money. We authorize you. You go sign 1419D because you're getting your cut along with Echo Bank. And I stand by my statement.
You going in session today?
Oh man.
And the speaker said that, these people should not say, anything against the house.
Yeah.
And you're saying all of
Going
these
in
things.
do I work? Do I work? Who?
You yake ya Paulo.
So good. When the ball bound routine, you will never know the size of the bucket until the water finish inside. Now when you see the any part of the bucket,
Going to session today.
I will be in session. I will be in session.
So why they hold you for what you saying here?
Hold me for what? For
What you
what?
saying?
For what?
The thing you saying?
For what?
I saying the thing you saying.
What did I say? That's someone hold me for.
You say your phone.
Against the house. That was why Rachel.
Speak against one horse.
You said.
Do that play with a horse?
How it looks like.
It look like someone that we're going to sit down to enjoy ourselves, to make money for ourselves.
Wow.
Also, you guys are not doing anything.
What are we doing to benefit the Liberian people?
What are you people doing there?
I wrote a communication. They put me on committee. I wrote a communication telling the horse. And they put me on all kind of committee. I don't like committee business. I wrote a committee, communication.
Yeah.
It will be presented to the chief clerk's office today, telling them that the committee business will not benefit ourselves. They don't benefit the Liberian people.
And both of you go to all of the institutions and the prayer committees and you go get money at the end of the day. You read yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you understand.
You are part of the people that
You understand that I always said that horse is the problem of the
You are part of
Liberian
the people that
people. Yeah, we are the problem of the Liberian people. It will mean well.
So wicked.
It will mean well. Up to now, our Starbucks can take pay, but we the law people that we can take pay for our Starbucks. And we will push today that our Starbucks should be the first to take pay before us. We make more money, $5,000.
That will not be accepted by a
No, it will have to be accepted because it's not about me. It's about what called the
No,
staffers.
be accepted by
Where they level them, then the staffers will know who are they working with.
you are just doing these things because you want to get a favor of the public.
I always gain the favor of the public.
You are not honest.
In what sense?
Why would you be pushing for something that you know within yourself? It's not something that is making that.
Oh, but then you are not in the interest of the staffers here. Because you know, since the month in it, that just, today they come in to start posting the staffers' salary. Why the people go to Bokonjide? Yes, Bokonjide, they got a place they call Bokonjide, go to take money. The people can take their salary and take their advance salary. So they're not getting the money on time. The money already small. Bokonjide, for my information, is charging them 25%. What? Yes. Before you take
alone.
Amen. In my mind, we'll do this situation because some of us, in my mind, are benefiting, are in collaboration with Bokonjide to get caught.
Oh, you think that lawmakers?
That what I think.
Along with Bokonjide.
That what I think. To delay the staff salary.
So that they can get more profit.
Thank you. In my mind, with what going
What's
on?
your reliance?
My reliance is not pay the people on time. Then they will not credit. Yeah, they will not credit. Let our salary as lawmaker, let it be delayed. Let them pay all 4 more for 1 month. I'll prefer that. But the staffers that will take the same salary for transportation, someone coming from rehab, someone coming from Broadway and other places, they can be paid on time. The money already small. They said they're going to increase the staffers' salary. How much? 125, 150.
Are you not in support of the yellow machine? It could be of help to your district.
No, but you don't know what the yellow machine was brought for. Now, some of the yellow machine are using to bring problem between Guinea and Liberia today.
What?
Yes, they're using it for money purpose. Yes.
Yeah.
Look.
Listen to
people
listening to you.
Look, when the ball bounce, the root change.
Yes.
When the ball bounce, the root change. And I'm making everything I said. I can't revoice it.
You said the yellow machine was brought in for what?
To do business for Mr. Wakai.
And it's undermining the issue and creating the problem.
It is creating
how is it?
Look, send Liberia being into being. From Chancellor Town, you ever saw Guinea crossing the border before? Don't can they say the one lane? Show me, set one instance, make reference.
And you worked in the Taylor's administration.
Yes, after war, we brought Taylor to power. And that is why we say the war can come, so we can go to a general ourselves.
Go back to Guinea issue.
So, the people money, Joseph Boakai is money. Only people, they say, I listen to my uncle, he say, Yimale is not a problem. Joseph Boakai have a mining company on the water. You think Joseph Boakai went to Guinea because he went there to talk for Lebronpo? He went there to talk for his interest. So the money thing can go on.
Since when they started?
It started ever since. This is not the first time.
When?
This one just came up because
he became president?
When he became president.
Oh.
You remember Mr. Boakai said he went to his friend on a gentleman agreement. His friend gave him some machines, right?
In South Africa.
Where are those machines? Those machines are in Foya working. What wrong with us? You think our broad government to mess with to Liberian people? You know how many times Yomi are coming over here, you know, we can do you the way other people looking, bring your contractor you saw for the government, they'll give you money, not eat. I said Yombly on the spot. Hey, she said you need to come that you're trying to enjoy. The same thing we're doing with what they got me, that they giving all the contract to Joe Monaba. We can do the same with you.
The president's nephew.
The president's nephew. So everybody wants job now. I could have been a lovely nephew by this time and eating. But you think I want to eat in the Lebronpo support? You don't understand me. If you understand me, you understand politics.
Sorry, Yeke, I want you to be clear. You said Yombi called you and Yombi said.
Ask me, say what you said. I want you to talk for me. Don't interpret for me.
Repeat what you said.
I said Yombi have called me on so many occasions. Yeke, you brought the government. We know how you suffer. Come, we will give you your own record. Bring the same way Joe Monba getting all the contract. You can bring your contractor and come and be enjoyed. You suffer so much, your family can be in desert.
Okay.
And I said to her, stop embarrassing my phone.
Did you say that?
Amen. What's man? I said to her, stop embarrassing my phone. Look, it don't mean well for the country. Let the Liberian people enjoy. It's not about us. We already making 5,000. So what kind of enjoyment we want again? Let the Liberian people enjoy. The people being suppressed and harassed too much. Seku, go through the government, you will see all the people from the Primo, the Yomlikana Lauren, the who, the what, everybody employ the family people in the government. I challenge you, go from ministry and agency, go and do your investigation. Is it what will change your government for? I said no.
So you only encourage you so that you can be compromised against the interest of
the Liberian people, and I told her no, I don't have interest. What I got interest in the country to be all right for the Liberian people.
And you say Prince Moidewa.
Those are people that got their family people employed with government. You don't want to check?
Who are they?
Plenty.
Where are they?
They are in the government.
Where?
In governments, in ministry and agency. That all they wanted.
It's something that's very shocking though.
It's shocking. People don't say that, man. You were here in the bureau. Don't say that, man.
Well, we don't know about it.
People don't say that, man. You're a journalist, man. You're a veteran journalist.
No, being journalist doesn't mean that we're magicians to know what's happening. All of this.
Amen, Seku. Seku. Seku, you betray the bureau people. You tell the unity party, man. Seku, I'm surprised of you. Seku. Seku, you betray the bureau people. Seku.
That they say you took 200,000
the money finish, I come up for some. The money finish, I come up for some. Seku, the government got far. The government got far that to give me.
Who gave you 200,000?
I got my own money, Seku.
Who gave you 200,000?
Nobody. Seku, the government are desperate to bring me to public relative.
Relationship with Alexander Cummings.
Alexander Cummings myself, we are very good. When my mother passed on, no pickups. But you have to
know that people are only paying you to the house.
Seku,
when you are getting money from
Seku, one good thing I can do is
your best friend,
one good thing I can tell you is nobody in Liberia will tell you they give me $5 for the pickups.
Where you get it? I just ask you.
Seku, I got money.
You rich man.
I got money. I'm not rich, but I can afford it. Seku, I bought back to bring Joseph back to the power. I'm getting the money from my resources.
Where?
Here.
The last time we checked, your land was being taken away.
They're wasting their time. They're wasting their time.
Where are you getting?
They're wasting their time. That can never suppress me to join the government.
Where you getting money?
I'm getting money for myself. I got money. Seku.
You are not a businessman.
Seku.
The last time we checked, control still land, and one of them being taken away.
Seku, I got property all over the country enough.
Where? In Dubai.
I got property in Dubai.
You got a Dubai store.
I got property. I'm a resident of Dubai. I'm a resident of Dubai. I have said this on so many occasions. I don't lie to the people.
No, but I know. You don't need to say I got it information.
Thank you, Seku. I got property in Dubai.
In Ghana.
I got property in London. I got property in Ghana. So let them seize all they want to see there. I got money. Check my records. Before becoming representative, I have money. Go to the pub district and my eyes and say, who is here?
So why you did not get all the properties in district? You went to London, you went to Dubai, you went...
Seku, because I knew that they were going to reach. As a politician. Oh, so you say, go and see how much property I got in district number 10. I got property to Paco Island. I got property to Kongata. I got property on the Oro. I got property in Bangeta. I got property to Brownville. I got property to Hotel Africa. I got property to Tower Hill. I got property to Marshall. I got property to 70, what a place name? 15 gates. I got property in Bone Mines. So what do you want to say?
So now when you be calling me,
no, Seku, nothing can shake me. And if you took one, it went that time. The only thing they can do is the one I get abroad. They can never take it. So now let's tell all that they get here. Look, Yami Bese will be impeached with disgrace.
Wait now,
you read that, right? Okay.
You want me
step by step.
Yeah,
go ahead. Seku, I like your show, man. Seku, the next time coming to the show, let me talk 1 minute. Let me tell you. The next time coming to the show, tell Samara to not be acting sexy again. Yeah, Samara, you need to slow down small. after the show, I will tell my wife that the way you do it is wrong.
Oh, yeah.
No, I will call my wife after the show. Samara is working with Satan. And
Someone said this to me that you are working undercover for the CMC. What's your relationship with your friend Musa Bility?
Musa and myself, we are very good. I have never asked Musa for anything he tell me no before. But Musa
gave you the pickup.
I challenge Musa, he father than in no pickups. When Musa show you people, that father than in no pickups. I had that Ruby gun, you know me. I had that Ruby gun in Ghana. I brought it to pull it in the mud to take Joseph out of the car. The car using Ghana was bringing here. They don't know that. You can say now on the.
Who gave you the pickup?
The pickups were bought by my supporters.
Who your supporters?
I got supporters in and around Liberia. I challenge any political leader to show father that
you are highly transparent. You want people to be transparent.
Show me one way that I'm not transparent. Only the horse.
No,
only the horse. I corrupt only the horse.
No, I'm not going to.
Oh, you want to be there? You want to be there more? I did not bring an argument about somebody myself on VP road. You know how desperate more I did they are to bring evidence against me, and they can never. No, you know why some people from former president we are government not talking is because the government have said to me that they have criminal matters on those people. How many ministers of former president we are government are coming? Don't watch now. You see, you see. Seku, slow down. I will go to section later. You tell me how many percent from former president we are government ministers you can hear talking today, because they're doing business with the government. I challenge them to talk. I challenge Samuel Wolopoli to speak. I challenge him to speak. Let him speak. Yeah, let him speak against the government. I start reading. I start reading. No, I start reading. I challenge him to speak. I challenge him to speak. Let him speak.
Is he doing?
You know the situation with the former finance minister. You know that he police them from CDC, undermining him and giving information to the government because they want to be protected. Seku, you said down here you are veteran.
Are you serious about what you're saying?
Seku, I owe no apology for my statement.
You are saying to us,
Seku,
public,
Seku,
that people in CDC
yes,
are the ones
that work with 12, they are the ones feeding the government with information. Seku, show me how many ministers in Georgia government can speak. Seku, I beg you, I may be wrong. Just name one. You know why they're not talking? Because those guys embarrass former president. We are. Someone else said that whether they are serious criminal, that the government get hold of evidence on them. The government say when you talk, we'll bring it to the public. Show me one are talking. Show me one are talking. Say, go, I challenge you. Oh, why you don't want to hear the challenge? Play one recording of one are talking. What's wrong with you, Seku? Seku, we will be in the opposition. We will support the opposition that will not work with people that are bringing the country down. If I see people that are not talking now, 2-3 money in opposition, I would rather Joseph Baka being there and stay behind and don't go to them and support them and tell the Liberian people that these people that want to take work from Joseph Baka, they'll be more desperate, they'll be more rude, they'll be more ruthless than Joseph Baka. So I prefer Joseph Baka being there will be criticizing him. Seku, let those people talk.
I'm sure about what you're saying.
No, but Seku, tell them to talk.
The CDC working with the government.
Oh, you just grabbing it? You just grabbing it?
You think?
Bossman, I need one person.
No, I'm going to call names.
Bossman, you're just on the line with my uncle. You're speaking to a veteran. When you're speaking to a veteran, you gotta be. Bossman, you told me to need 5. I need 1. The 1 is okay for me. The 1 is okay for me. The 1 is okay for me. Tell people to talk. But Seku, you know all the past government officials.
I'm asking you.
Seku.
You said people are working with the government. I'm calling names.
Seku, let me tell you something today.
Who are those you think are working?
Seku, let me tell you something today.
Tell me what you want to
let me tell you something today.
Who do you think are working with this government?
I say like 90% of former president, we are ministers, are working with the government. Challenge
so even the people that he says so every day they are working with this government.
Have people ever disagree with him before? Anything former president we have said that's something to it. You look at Kemia Lee office, he tend to bear ball for former president. He's supposed to be bear ball, you are a political leader. Oh, you know, we will talk, right? We're in the opposition, but we'll talk. We'll strengthen the opposition. We will bring the opposition. That means
His lawyer?
no, they're not loyalty. Those are they got people that misled him, the former president we are, and they didn't tell him the truth. If we have to be in the opposition, we need to distance ourselves from no people. It is about the liberal people, it is not about us. Everything we are doing right now, let it be about the liberal people. You think Kenya should be a political party? One other meaning he ADK, one other meaning he spookman, one other meaning he powerball, one other meaning I'm okay, man. Have my sympathy. Have my sympathy. But we're talking, we know, I didn't know, but we're talking politics now, right?
So you should not serve the former president.
I'm not saying so. I'm not saying so. Look, I have served the former president we are on so many occasions. And let me appreciate him.
May not be the God of all. You told me that you're going for a meeting.
Yeah. Let me appreciate him. When my mother passed on that same meeting, he placed a call to me. And people think former president we have issue with me. I don't have issue with people. No.
You have good friends?
I go to a and eat. The point of view look at me, what kind of man they say, no, he want me with 2 folk and came in. When I got there last night, you know I ate before coming to town? I went to Ruth Coca Collins. My sister, you know relationship between she and myself? I went to Luthor's. I ate all the food in the house. I came in ask question, what in your here? I said, bring the food I want to eat. No.
Oh, no, you are a society man.
No, they're not society business. I come to play hard. I come to say today you and myself will have issue politically. After our political left, we will be family.
You are society man, so
in the past government, you found maybe 5% from former president we are government are talking. What wrong with other people?
And that's the
Oh, it's just touching you, right?
Why is it not happening? I'm asking you, who are those who think that, working alone with this government? Who are those?
Sekou, those are the people that brought it down for former president we are. Why are they not talking?
Who are those?
I said 90% of his officials. I said 90% because the reason why I named Samora because we know how my brother came up, and we know when he took power how many properties he started to build. You understand what I'm saying? Sekou, there are a lot of people in the government want to speak. From former president, we have government want to speak, but when they want to make their attempt, they will call them come. You see this? This is what we got on you. When you talk, it will become issue for you. Tell them to talk, Sekou, but they enjoy the government now. They enjoy the country. Let them talk. I am the only politician in the country that brought government to power. Like come the rest, I say I will not issue. Show me one politician and not do it. You think I will against former president? I will against the system. Have the system changed? No. The system is even criminal than ever before. That old man are going around with number that call age. He are embarrassment to the country. Oh, yeah, get a never no point. Sekou. Anyway, so my president.
What do you make of this issue coming from the Supreme Court? Now, the Chief Justice recently made a lot of persons. Some others said that it was a reckless statement from the Chief Justice, and some others said that it was a witch hunt on the press. And he said when people make statements that are not in conformity, and
he said that the Supreme Court is there to discipline.
Yeah, but we're children now.
Let's get on the issue with Prophet Lee.
We're children now. Let you discipline your children now. I will let you in. Like let talk. I said like let talk. Look, let me tell you something. If you have somebody that do not have moral, you know me asking me who not get moral.
No, I won't let
when you have somebody that do not have moral standing to position, and that's why I wrote an impeachment bill. Look, I don't care what Nyame say do, he will be impeached. He will be impeached with a higher disgrace.
Who do you think have no moral?
Nyame say
he has no moral.
He have no moral.
Why?
Because he's corrupt.
He's corrupt?
Yes.
You have evidence?
Then you take me to court. Is it the court? No, property was harassed. Look, Sekou, the freedom of speech got two parts. They have the opinion speech, they have the insultive speech, which the liberal people can call curse. They have the cursing speech. All of that was decriminalized. If you say a second fee that my statement was directed to him and injured him. Let him go sue me for damage. Yami Gbese should have gone and sue for damages.
You think Yami Gbese is corrupt?
He is corrupt.
How is he corrupt?
The fact that he took his son and appointed his son as a magistrate is against the code of conduct.
Is that enough to classify the way of corrupt?
I don't want to say he corrupt. Let him go sue me. When Yami Gbese sue me, he will say that so. I said that so. Go through the case.
No, but he did not do it in the Prophet Key case.
Because Prophet Key were abused. That abuse of power.
Be applied to you.
They can never challenge him. I mean, second time of war, He's speaking to men. The man sat down here. That man that do not have moral. That Yami Gbese that do not have moral sat down here. The men of ruling that the setting of Weteku and the people were illegal. Somebody sat down there and called him donor. What did he do? Because he wanted to be chief justice, did he do anything? He accepted that he drunk. Perfectly. He accepted it, so I agree too.
He did not accept it.
Then why he didn't take action? Why he didn't take action? Yami Gbese sat down here. A prophet said he corrupt. He didn't go for anything.
No. Is it true that he has a property or hotel in Nimba?
Yes. I put it on my page. There was that bar association can go. They're not conflict of interest. Conflict of interest is corruption under the law. You say, Seku, what's wrong with you? You say that here. You know, when you talk to veteran lawyers, counselors, they will tell you, say, my man, you know, our case is before. Yami will say, all the people are pressing you, they're not giving me well for you. Let me tell you the truth today. They will tell you behind the scene, say, look, what they may do.
Yami will go after you, and it could be a serious problem for you because he has threatened to do
what you can do
exactly using a code.
What you can do?
You know,
what you can do? No contempt of court. You know, the future and saw Rachel Kun. Oh, we have to describe what's the penalty. You saw it, right? They want to describe what's the penalty of contempt of court. We get the authority to prescribe penalty for contempt of court. What is contempt of court? When the court is in session.
But the house has become very useless.
Yeah, we have become an embarrassment to the Liberian people. We have become an embarrassment. The law says, contempt of court is when the court is in session. I go there while the judge is proceeding. I go and disrupt. That's contempt of court. The court say, Seku, do not go to a radio station because the case is in court. Seku, come there. That's contempt of court. You think contempt of court for him to go sit down or you say somebody called mama? The crime is not transferable. If Yami Gbese fee, I mean, the mother was insulted. We know that the courts were directed at him. And a court was damaged for him. Go and sue for damage. You don't know the law. And what the law says, crime is not transferable. So your son is above 18 years old. They will do something when you go to the police. They say, let your son come complain. Like that. Oh, you know now. Why you're acting like that? You're not know what's going on in the country. That means they say abuse the law of this country. He's taking law that is not for him and using it as his own will. When you put you in jail.
You might like to become the next person that Yami Gbese.
I challenge Yami Gbese 100 times. He doesn't have power to arrest me or to jail me. He doesn't have the power.
Will you not honor his invite?
Honor what invite?
When he calls.
If it's justifiable enough, if I'm supposed to go there, I will go there. I was elected. The Constitution says you can arrest Yeke for breach of peace and treason. If you feel injured by what I'm saying, take me to a civil law court.
Why is it Yami Gbese used, according to you, he misused the power of our country?
You know why?
To have
you know why?
In jail.
You know why? Prophet Kitu acted very stupid.
How?
You know why? The people play on it. They will tell the people, say, oh, you know, I submit. You know, I'm sorry. You know, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Yami Gbese corrupt. You say you sorry. Yami Gbese is corrupt to the highest. Then you say you sorry. He corrupt. He corrupt. Look, the law say, and you as a chief judge cannot appoint yourself as a judge.
Yami Gbese has defended a Chinese man, and you supported the Chinese man.
So, mean the man
from Congo Town.
What happened to the Chinese man?
Sure.
What happened to the Chinese man? The Liberian people listening to you. What happened to the Liberian man?
The men are beat on or Liberian. You know, don't say
all the men are beat on Liberian.
Yes.
Yeah.
When Chinese people got an issue,
Yamin Bese support that man. That man has a leg that Yamin Bese is in his pocket, and you supported that man too.
Bossman, I just forget the guy name. I just forget Marco, right?
Yeah.
Marco, right? That's the information we're getting.
You supported that man too.
I supported the system. The Chinese people.
The man said Yamin Bese is in his pocket.
Bossman, you want me to talk?
Yes. Now why I invited
The
you?
two Chinese people fighting, Marco and what the other man name?
Talk about Marco.
Marco and what the other Chinese man name? I will get to him.
Yeah, there are two.
Yes.
And so, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and depending on location where you're watching us from this time, we'd like to say welcome to BKS TV and welcome to the Heat Tower program here on BKS TV. On Heat Tower, we see a dialogue and our confrontation. We see words in our bullet. My name is Junior Payne, your regular host of the Heat Tower program here on BKS TV. The Heat Tower program comes to you every Monday through Sunday, beginning at 8 o'clock p.m. Liberia time to 10 o'clock p.m. Liberia time. And of course, it's 34 minutes past 8 o'clock, making it 26 minutes up to 9 o'clock in Liberia. And it's 34 minutes past 10 o'clock in Rwanda, East Africa, where I sit. And of course, it's 34 minutes past, it's a 4 or 3 o'clock from where Sam Saras Bali sit this time in Fargo, USA. I want to say welcome to all of you. Alexander Aloysius Tente Jr. is watching us from Canada. Aloysius, welcome to the show here, Vixie. Moses Zebe is also watching us from Banga, Bon County. As always, Moses is here. Moses, welcome to the show. Yellow Vi is watching us from Chump Country. Yellow welcome to the show, big brother. Otis Goa is also following us from, I don't know, he says Speak District 10 lawmaker. Charles G. Beslow is watching us from Think Up Village community in Monrovia. Charles, welcome to the show here this evening. And today is the 20th day of March AD 2026. And today we have a couple of training information from across Liberia that we will be bringing to you here on this platform. But let me say a happy Eid Mubarak to every Muslim out there. I pray and I know that Allah has accepted your prayers, has granted you all of your wishes. And as you end the holy month of Ramadan today, I want to wish you all the best. And I know that your prayers have been answered by the Almighty Allah. So welcome. Let's try to bring you some updates across Liberia before we bring on Mr. Sam. The opposition movement for economic empowerment has extended happiest congratulations to Muslims across Liberia and the world for their dedication throughout the holy month of Ramadan. In a statement issued on Friday to mark the end of the fast, the party praised the Muslim community for its devotion, discipline, and commitment to peace and unity. Move noted that the spiritual resilience demonstrated during Ramadan comes at a time when Liberia is grappling with economic difficulties and concern over its territorial integrity. According to the party, the prayers and sacrifices offered during the holy month are both timely and meaningful, offering hope and moral strength as the nation confronts its current challenges. Move described Ramadan as a period of deep reflection, renewal, and compassion. Values its belief and guide Liberia toward more stable and united future. The statement concluded with warm Eid Mubarak greetings to all Muslims, emphasizing the importance of solidarity and national cohesion. Eid Mubarak is a traditional Muslim greeting used during major Islamic celebration, meaning blessing Eid or blessed Eid or happy Eid to as well. Smith is watching us this evening from Oahu, USA. Smith, welcome to the show too as well. And this is an update from Spawn TV. It says the Soromba port of entry remains peaceful and calm, but Guinean security personnel are still present on Liberian soil. Okay, and I don't know. This is another very key information. The criminal Kosi George Osman Fiaki has denied a motion by former National Security Advisor Jefferson Common seeking a separate trial in the ongoing economic crimes case involving several former officials of the WIA administration. Coleman is being tried alongside former Finance Minister Samuel Toure, former Acting Justice Minister Nyantun Toure, former FIA head Stanley S. Fraud, former FIA Director Moses P. Cooper, and former Financial Controller. They face charges including economic sabotage, theft of property, money laundering, criminal facilitation, and conspiracy. Judge Fiakat ruled that Coman failed to show how a joint trial would produce his defense, noting that his claims were vague, unsupported, and far-laid. After jury selection had already begun, the court cited Liberian's criminal procedure law and Supreme Court precedent, which allow a severance only when good cause and clear evidence of prejudice and are demonstrated. The judge emphasized that the defendants had already pleaded not guilty. Pre-trial proceedings were completed and Common had not previously sought separate representation, factors that further weaken his request. The motion denied all defendants will be tried together as prosecutors argue the article in concern. Jury selection and discovery are complete, and the full trial proceedings are scheduled to begin Monday, March 23rd, 2026, before Judge Fianca. That's it from the Criminal Code C2 as well. Albert Bamy is watching us this evening from Zone 12 Sincor Frederick Allen Committee. And he said JMB 12 years is a must. Darius Medidi Brown is also watching us from Pingsville to Poro Committee. Otis Gwe is also watching us this evening from Flawley Town, Electoral District 5, Nima County. The Executive Protection Services, EPS, has suspended two of its officers following a fatal crash along the Nima Highway that reportedly left two people dead. In a statement issued on March 20, which is today, the EPS confirmed that Agent Agrippa B. Che has been suspended with immediate effect and turned over to the Liberian National Police for investigation. The commander of the Vice President, D.T. Williams Miawon, has also been suspended for alleged violation, including unauthorized use of EPS vehicle. According to the release, preliminary findings showed that Officer Chade was operating an unauthorized EPS vehicle, allegedly speeding and driving in the wrong lane when he collided with an oncoming car. The incident occurred on Thursday, March 19, 2026. EPS extends its condolences to the families of the victim and reaffirms its commitment to accountability and as the investigation continues. That's from the Executive Protection Agency. Mr. Samuel Jackson legal team presses for immediate autopsy as Justice Ministry says examination must wait for police probe. Liberia Ministry of Justice has acknowledged the Jackson family legal team request for an independent autopsy on Madam Tony Kumolu Jackson, but says the examination cannot proceed until the ongoing police investigation is completed. In its March 20 communication, the ministry noted that lawyers representing the Jackson family, led by Councillor Seaman Serena Seafors, have repeatedly sought authorization for a pathologist to be conducted. The postmortem, the government maintained that the investigative procedures must run their course before any external forensic examination is approved. And that's it here this evening. Stay on updates across Liberia. Let's bring you Vix one. Minnesota United FC announces an international friendly versus Lone Star. It says we are proud to officially announce an exciting international friendly soccer match between Liberia's national football team, Lone Star, and Minnesota United FC on Sunday, July 26th at Alenzia Field in St. Paul, Minnesota. This highly anticipated match will bring together talent from Liberia and the United States, celebrating global spirit of football while strengthening cultural and sporting ties between our communities. Tickets for the game went on sale today. Fans can look forward to training display of skills, passion, and sportsmanship as these two teams take the field on Independence Day. Okay. And so that's it here this evening. We will go for this break. Mr. Sam Saros Bali is in the back. And when we come back, we will dive into the conversation here tonight. Stay tuned and keep listening.
Falapengo, that is meaning of Falapengo is boundary.
Bandre Falapengo.
Yeah,
What is your position here?
I'm a zone chief.
Okay. And what do you make of the current situation in your community?
Surely, you know, for one fight, I'm even blaming the weight that some of us are feeling. If we talk about national community agreement, there are nobody should live from one place to another to cross with arm. So actually, I'm angry with what happening. And in fact, speaking before you, I'm angry, and I also blame the government, Liberia government, not Guinea government, but I blame the Liberia government.
Why do you say you blame the Liberian government?
Thank you. As far as concerned, starting from the ordinary president, no one have crossed and accused us that here is their land. But whenever we receive our own say, or brother, father, order come, you coming in the recent president accusing us that here is their land, and no step we have seen them taking. For me, I blame the Liberian government, not Guinea government, but I blame the Liberian government. And we have security that was armed when the people were crossing. They never take any step because of order given to them that whenever the people are crossing, nobody should take step. No one should insult them. No one should talk it with them. And no one should even abuse them or tell the people. And now the building now in our land. So much as far as I'm concerned, I don't blame the Guinea government, but I blame our government that in fact they saw some of us. So for
What do you mean they saw you?
selling all is, as I told you, international community, that no one should live from one country to another country to cross in next country with arm.
So what do you want the government to do now?
I want government to take steps that the people should leave our land, or either they should tell us that yes, indeed, these people is their land. We the Liberia, we do have right. We want for these people to really declare, so we can move in the warriness. If we are to or be of Guineans, let the people show the land instead of all damage, because we get from war, we scared of war. But when government know actually about that Guinea as the one that own the place, let them show us we the land that they holding. Let us join the Guinean to be our nationality to be as Guinean. Whenever Liberia government, not also, but whenever Liberia government agree, let they actually tell us that we are Guineans, so we can be naturalized by the Guineans.
So you don't
know
at the moment you don't feel that you're being protected?
No, because nothing has been declared.
But you have your border control people here.
I have border control. But according to what's happening, the report from the government that whenever Guineans are close, no one should touch them, no one should do nothing, no one should even insult them or suck it at them. So for me, I will say it before you, that the government, our Liberian government, and know about these people crossing. Because it happened one, me, I will tell you, the very day the people cross here, our first attack at the border point. And you got me? When the chief of staff crossed, Malian chief of staff, Kante Anthony, the very day they left there today. Yesterday, they told all that things have been clear. Let we all be as before. Let we all cooperate as before. That problem has been solved. That the very day the people enter, and our first men that were captured with bag, and I always close good far circles from the river, crossing point to Solomon. Then again, they told that Honorable Excellency Joseph Numa Boakai went in meeting. Then going in a meeting with the president in Zion, that is Joe Manda Joe. They were in meeting. The people cross again, they capture our land. So actually, Udofis, please.
All right. Okay, thanks for talking to me.
Okay.
Well. The situation at the Sonoma port of entry is not being resolved, and a lot of citizens are expressing their concern. Somebody keeps saying that the way the government is reacting to the situation is not satisfactory to them. Sam, are you there? Sam, are you there?
I'm here, Junior. How are you?
I hope I'm not about to experience the same situation here
I
tonight.
can hear you. Maybe you can't hear me.
Sam, good evening.
Junior, how are you? I'm hearing you good. I'm hearing you.
Mr. Sam, good evening. Sam, good
Can you
evening.
hear me? Junior, how are you? I'm hearing you good. I'm hearing you.
Yeah, the
Mr.
problem is
Sam, good evening.
the problem is from my end.
Yes, it is.
The problem is most definitely. Let's go for this break. We'll be back.
Should go solve it.
Marco is saying to us.
I never supported Marco. I am saying when Barry. Okay, they call the other Chinese man Barry.
Yes, admitted that you supported Marco.
No, I said I supported the system. Go back to your
What about
recording.
the system?
The system is when Marco and Barry get a problem, we'll go solve it.
No, you
It may not be.
Marco,
It may not be.
Marco beat on a Liberian.
Bossman.
And then Marco bragged
Bossman.
that he has the only person in his pocket.
So Marco too get me a packet.
Nothing happened.
Marco too get me a packet.
I'm just trying to say to you that you supported.
I supported the system. I supported the right thing. They might not use a Chinese fighting Marco and Barry got a situation. They shouldn't use it because Barry put Marco in jail or case from Grand Caymon County. So,
Martin,
yeah, that's an issue.
hello, Martin here is Marco CEO or Chinese national. Barry is also Chinese. But Marco beat on a Liberian.
Marco beat on a Liberian. Marco beat on a Liberian. Yeah.
And you, at the end of the day, you have a press conference or media engagement. You supported Marco CEO.
Now, I supported the system that I never wanted to. Bossman, I supported the system. I supported the system that I never wanted Chinese people to use to do the fighting.
And then at the end of the day, Marco CEO said he got the support from the current chief justice.
Yeah, and we also got
he called the chief justice in the presence of media people.
Bossman, we also got information that they see Marco, they want to go back to my previous press conferences or my press conference. You will listen to it. We also got information that we're trying to get right. That is the same Marco that furnished the hotel in Nima County. I said that. Go back to my recordings.
So how did you turn this time around?
No way, I didn't turn it around. I have never turned around. If the two people want to fight, they must go do the fighting. They must not use situation in my district to do fighting.
It is clear that
for him to discipline? Do you get know that small boy for him to discipline? Take that statement that he want to reduce the opposition to what? He can make who scared. Who?
Oh, you think his action is to reduce the opposition?
Thank you. To silence the opposition.
But
And he can never.
the opposition is weak. Yeah.
No, maybe they are weak. I am not weak. I was not here. And I announced to the people that were living for 2 months to get over the death of my mother. You know, you see my mother and you see me. My mother was so dear to me. Forget about all the other things. When my mother died, what she wanted was to bury her the same day. And I got prepared to know that one day my mother would die. My mother would die. And she died on a holiday. We went there. Oh, they make your money to, you know how much money I pay for that whole to that place. Go ask someone to bury over there. I took the money from my pocket and paid. I paid to borrow my mother. So that $500 casket they get back. Like just one telephone call and the money go bring it. Because I protected them and they obligated to me during the war. I protected the president of the place. So they are obligated to me.
Now yet young why are you so angry with your
I'm angry because I still not there by him. It's like you want to silence the opposition. We will discipline.
But you
who is son?
opposition
Who is son that you discipline? No, they are not serious. I am serious.
You have your friend Alexander Cummings, George Mia, Musa Belete, and you guys are just like, you know, not the force to push the government to a point where they will say, oh, this thing is happening, all of that. You people are very weak.
So let me tell you something. If the opposition thing, they will say that. And I will be.
No, say if we, because you're part of the opposition.
If we in the opposition team, we will say that. And we are making the effort. We're not seeing their commitment. We're not seeing their involvement. Then 2028, the guys say, oh, gotta do the one. I will support the ruling party to remain there. I will not.
You sure you want to become president of this country?
Well, we have not reached a point. I have not declared my intention yet. I can't be president of the country. What Joseph Waga doing now?
That you won't become a president.
Am I not capable of being president of this country?
I'm asking you.
If the time comes, when I declare my intention, you know what I want to do.
Do you want to become a president?
If I want to be president, I mean, the don't go for me.
Do you? I'm not saying.
I have not declared my intention yet.
Do you want to be president?
I have not declared. I got a ambition of being. If you know, you can't say you want to be God.
Yeah. Do you want to become a president?
I have the ambition.
Why you don't want to answer this?
Anybody in the country.
Do you want to become a president?
I have the ambition to become anybody in the country. At the appropriate time, I will announce it.
Do you think it's necessary to become a president?
Why is that necessary? Why you think it's not necessary? I can make a better. I can be a better president than Joseph Boakai.
When will you announce it?
At the appropriate time.
Where will you announce it?
At the appropriate time. Maybe I'll add it for your studio.
No, you'll pay for it.
Sego, you know him, my man.
Where will you announce it?
Sego, you know him, my man. The 200,000 they go now, please.
Oh, so you
Sego, for your father around
so you thought 200,000 you carry it. So you're feeding and you come out.
Sego, you know how desperate people are to bring you to
so that we won't give you free airtime.
Sego, you know how
hello, you told the 200,000 you go there.
Sego, they will not get money from me.
Sego, come
Where man?
You coming? You pay me money?
No, I will get
See you coming? You pay me money, Sarah?
Yeah, why not? Where your cash out number?
255.
Good evening, CEO. Are you hearing me?
We can hear you. You can hear us?
CEO, are you hearing me?
What are you hearing me? What wrong with your stuff?
God. Sam, Sam, let's hear you speak first and speak. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know what's going on.
Sam, are you there?
I am here, sir. I can hear you, but you can't hear me.
Sam, so.
Computer missed me.
Computer. What's going on, Sam? How's everything?
Well, everything is good, as you can see.
I don't see anything that is same position. The same position you're always in. Maybe they're not different today. You were in nectar. No, not nectar. Suit.
I'm ready to fire up.
You wearing your suit and everything. But
I'm ready for just Bese to impinge. I'm not impinge, but what they call this? What they were to carry Yeke Koruba, to invite Yeke Koruba to the Supreme Court. Yeke has said a lot, which
yeah. But you're gonna, you know, insulted the man.
but Yeke said crime is not transferable. Yeke said he's corrupt. So that's an allegation now that he can invite him for it.
Oh, he said it. He said the chief justice corrupt.
It's very corrupt.
Oh wow.
So at this point now, we are waiting to see what he will do.
Yeah, but there has been a lot of updates, a lot of things going on in Liberia. Welcome to the show, Dr. Sewate. I think we'll have a really good show tonight. I want to say thanks to all our followers, our listeners, our committed followers. We want to say thank you. We appreciate you. And before we even go further, I think today is the Ramadan day for our people, our Muslim brothers. I want to say happy Ramadan. And like I said last night, we pray that God answer your prayer, especially the one that was offered for every one of us. But yeah, so we'll be having a really interesting show tonight, as we always do. I know our host is having some issues, technical difficulties logging in. Host, you can hear us? Yeah, man, still having some issues. But welcome to the show, Sewate. Sewate, what's on your mind today as this day, as we start the weekend? Sewate, can you hear us?
You getting me?
Yeah. You go ahead.
No, I'm back now. No, the other thing happened to everybody today. Yeah. Thanks, CEO. Thanks to Mr. Barrier for being back. The most senior CEO today, the senior brother didn't bring cap, so I think a man had already bluff all yesterday. They say they can say Nima K Blay. So the man was K Blay on all yesterday. But it's good to be back. You know, there are a lot of training happening in the country. You know, from what I've been following or recent is the newly appointed Minister of Youth and Sports. As a matter of fact, she's a young woman and taking on to that position as young as she is. She's also she have her own agenda because when you sit in Monrovia, you know our government is not decentralized entirely, so you have to move, you know, to the urban side, to the rural side of the country because everything is being all in Monrovia. Besides maybe doing the country meet where people come together doing the sporting activities. So I think she's making a good move. It's a laudable step. She's making some round of tours. Even, I think 4 counties or 3 or 4, something like that. So it's a milestone because as you get on ground, you hear from you solicit view from the commoners on ground. Like in King George or Kidmore, we listen to the people. Some of them guys even the building. And there's a guy in King George. He raised a very serious point. He said, "What we need is not really a big structure. What we need is the material and the instructors." So, like in Grand Kidmore, they got a whole building there. I think it was built by beer mounting. The facility is there. I think what they need is the logistics and the instructors to open those vocational schools. So like we were saying last night, most of the technical places people are not really focusing there. Once people focus there, beer mounting, Mita, and most of these companies, once they come around, people with skills, they will hire them. So that will be another thing. And the Ministry of Youth and Sport equally had the TVET section too as well. So I mean, all the where she went, they are also giving the opinion, expressing themselves. And one of the good things the Ministry of Youth and Sport they are trying to figure out is, showcasing the local talents. See, people, most of the players, what can happen, if you remember what disqualified Lofa last season was the players they recruited. Some of the players were in the first division only because they wanted to play country media. They had to take transfer. And taking the transfer, once you do a transfer, automatically you become a third division player. They get you qualified to the get you qualified to play the country meet. So that's why you see now they are instituting a new policy where at least 95% or so, at least 10. I don't know. I'm trying to get it right, but I think it should be that 95% of the players should come from third division and the county and the local league as well, because you cannot have fourth division. The privileges that are being given to them, it also override the opportunity for young talents that are coming up. So we're also looking for, when she come back, based on her assessment, because she had to tour the entire country, the entire 15 counties. But I think, in my wisdom, in my mind, in my opinion, it's a good step by the minister. So that's what I can say for now. And secondly, the local government, the Ministry of Internal Affairs now is being changed to local government. So, as a matter of fact, the ministers, most of the ministers were reappointed. So today was the hearing, and one of the key things we've been discussing here, and one of the senators asked that question, was the issue of the fiscal bull, because the man asked him why up to now the fiscal pool are not being set up. But then he tactically escaped, and he said he had done a recommendation, because from the end, the total person that should be on the fiscal board, I think there should be 7. So they had done the recommendation. The 7 person, they will recommend 4, and then Ministry of Finance will also do the rest, which is 3. So altogether is 7. So each of the counties will have a fiscal board set up. So he made that clear to the senators, because in the absence of the fiscal board, that's the excuse they are now using. Because recently, if you follow the argument of Senator Koga, that was some of the argument. Some of the lawmakers were making fiscal board, but they cannot remit the money to the county account without fiscal board. So what began the usage of even the county development fund that is already in the account that is being used by the superintendent. So, I mean, as it is, that's Liberia, but we hope they do it early, so that why is meant to go to the county will be remitted in the various accounts to carry on their own developmental initiative in the county. For now, that's what I can say. Our host he facing some challenges today. See you.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, man, I was talking to Gina in the back here, but speaking of the county meeting, I agree with you. That's exactly what Honorable Koga was preaching when it comes to the county meeting. Now, I think maybe the only difference there was, she hasn't mentioned if the players should come from the country of origin. She hasn't mentioned that, but I think they talked about, I don't know what percentage they put on it, but almost all the players now will have to come from Division 3, the third division, which I think is very huge. And it helps because mixing it up, our country already, we got issues with, commitment and doing the right thing there when it comes to the player selection and stuff. Then we start mixing up with second division, first division players, and it becomes a problem. So I agree with, I think that's a huge thing. I know during her confirmation, she said she's not too much into football, but her son is a football into it. Someone that really loves football, so I think she was going to learn from that. But apparently, she must have a lot of people around her. I see a lot of young people around her that are giving her, that may be giving her a recommendation that she's going off of, and I applaud her for that. So, the content meet is it should be used for spotting players, young talents, not just Kante me, Nima Kante win, Basso win, and then we'll go back, right? And then the same players come the next year. And I urge her to continue to even go further, to take it a step further. Instead of just staying there, she should go further and as far as trying to get every district to be part of it, or the district players should come from the district. Spotting talents from those villages. They got some real good players. Interland, if you go to where closer to the border where Cyrus and came from and where we are from too, they got some good players down there. So I know it is a lot. She just took over, and what we are seeing from the beginning, it looks really good. It looks very promising, and I think she's going to do well when she continues that path. But yeah, county meet, I believe we should put all our resources and everything in it to make sure that it continue to grow, it continue to bring up great players, new players for the next generation. I think they also said something about 15 players from each county will be going to either China or somewhere for some type of tournament. Yeah, and that's huge. I know the next one I will follow will be Europe. And that's how you start. So
Yeah, I think our the champions is, I think the coach for Nima is heading that delegation because he's the winning, he's the champion.
mhm.
So he's heading that delegation, and then the MVP, obviously he came from Nimba. I think one or two other players are on the delegation, but altogether there are 15 players along with the coach. I think all the staff, thing like that, is capacity building, stuff for the youth and people from the sports side.
And they'll go showcase their talents there. They'll go showcase their respective talents, and
Oh yeah,
you never know what type of scouts they have over there to be able to spot them. So again, that's why it's good to have young people. Don't just overlook people. Young people. You never know what they're capable of. We are not young to lead. So I like her approach. I like everything that she's doing so far, and I think with the move she's making is going to be huge. I don't know if they have done that before. I think this might, I stand to be corrected, might be the first of its kind since the country meet started there, to have champs and the top 15 players going to Asia to go ball, to go show their talent. But Sarah, I don't know how well you follow the country meet or the district meet. I think we talked about this for a long time, and we are glad to finally see it being implemented.
you muted her, Chief.
I will come from different angle. I'm not going to praise her. Some of the things Liberian people start tonight can be flat. We have seen it in history when Professor Winston Tablet came to power at Ministry of Commerce. He said he was going to take away the expired goods when the Lebanese people shut out his mouth by giving him some huge amount of money. Today, Aspire Good I turned to Aspire Good, so those things don't really move me. Going around, I don't know what policy that she's taking around and going to villages. Because I listened to the conversation, some of the things that they put in before her. What can she do about it? That in China, people, those of you who understand football, that in China, someone will go for football, that people can play football.
No. I'm coming there. I think
Don't come. I'm
it's-
here.
no, it's men. No. What they are not presenting plight. What is for China? They is there to expose the players. Most time people go to this kind of tournament once they can't meet. After they can't meet, everybody going to where it's supposed to be. But for this one, people want to maintain a flavor. People that is meant for exposure. It's not really about where you get competitiveness now in the game. During the academy, you see a lot of competition because when you are in the top 15 players who perform and all of that, you got opportunity. You leverage that opportunity. I think that's why it's meant.
At least, as you are taking them to certain part of Europe, say like a Czech Republic, then I would say
How long she been? How long she been minister?
But how long she been minister and she's taking into China?
So, and I think,
But that's where Okonda is.
yeah.
Well, I think that's flat. Let move on.
No, not black. I
No,
disagree.
you gotta justify why is it? Why is
No. Here's
Why is it
my issue that I have with that.
You guys have been saying young. What's young to you people? 35-year-old, 36-year-old woman, like that young woman there, and Abraham Traore is came to power when he was 34 years of age, and he had transformed the country to the degree that people can sit down now and shake their hair for it. But 35-year-old woman. I want to see. It's a challenge from me to her, going around Lofa County, sitting down with people. I don't know what will change, but we are yet to see for Chinese football, that football there.
But you. So here's my issue that I got with you on that though.
Of course you will.
You are playing double. You play double game here, right? On the other side, you hail our superintendent to the letter. You never question anything she does. Nothing. Even with some people acknowledging some of the things that are supposed to be done differently, you never. And she's been there for I don't know how long, 2 years now. Zero question you got, no critique. This young lady, our minister, young, very young.
You haven't gone for a month either?
No, the lady has not even gone for a month. Probably 3 weeks or so. She's exploring. She just took the job. Like where you at right now, the day go like brother and you ahead of the yellow machine. When you go, you're not just gonna go start working. You will go do assessment. You will go and go listen to the people. You take a tour, listen to the people, get to know their needs and
I
stuff.
won't even go there because I'm in my area. I don't know nothing about
No, I'm just giving a yellow machine as an example. I'm just setting an example. Or even let's say they carry you to be some type of criminal justice expert over there, or police director, or police something.
Correction officer.
Yeah, you're not gonna go right away and just start working. You'll go and go listen to the people, get to know what their needs are before you start tackling it, right? So this lady, she took over less than 3 weeks ago. She has decided to go to the hinterland to go listen to the people across the country, county tour, to see what really we need, what the people need. Now, to correct you, China, the amount of players that go from Europe to China, you'll be surprised. They got Jesse Lingard from Man U that play in China. I mean, the list goes on and on, right?
But
So
China got football, more than football in Africa.
The tournament they're going for is not, they're not sending them to go be professional. You cannot compare China to all the Malaysia, all the funny country, those guys, our Liberian players are playing now. So I think we should give her the credit, give her time to do what she's doing. But just coming outright and criticizing her, I think is wrong. But if you're going to criticize her, then you should be able to criticize your soup too, because she's been there longer than this young lady, and you never ever say anything about some of the steps, missteps.
But you didn't even give me the opportunity to meet.
No, but we get the other
No, but
one.
you
Not let
can't.
you learn with that.
How you lay on that note? No.
I say my own, you say your own. So, listen. As a good manager, when you take over 3 weeks in that heavy office, I would say heavy. I'll use the word heavy instead of big. Going around on the field at this point is a wrong decision. It's 3 weeks in the Ministry of Youth and Sport. First of all, 3 weeks is in. You need to sit down with those folks, study the terrain first before you even get out. That ministry alone is more than going out at this point. You need to structure things. You need to make sure, readjust yourself, and then understand the dynamics of the ministry before you can say, oh, you know what, let's go on the field. Then at which time you are understanding something, you have understood most of the stuff that go on in that ministry. But if you're a jumper, maybe somebody has said, oh, Madam Minister, let's go in the field and go collect information. That's blah. That's something you do, you fail. It's not going to go nowhere. She's not even acting that manager, because managerial skill itself is to study. Going on the field is a good thing, but at this point, it's not something I would praise her for, because she's going to Lofa, sitting down with young people. It's not. She had not even understood that ministry yet. So what I think she is set up for failure at this point. But let's move forward. You tell me, say, go Member Gono. Go Member Gono has done pretty well. What other superintendent have not done is what she has done. I must give her the credits that she deserves. I'm not going to criticize her for everything that she has accomplished in the critical country ever existed in the history of Liberia, where everyone there they are part of it. They are according the knowledge or the reservoir of knowledge. Pretty much everyone in our country think they know too much. So that lady has survived. Among those folks, CEO, to accomplish what Cole has accomplished in Nimba County, I must give her the credit. She has the true managerial skills to survive in Nimba politics in that kind of way. But what that lady is doing, let me tell you the true CEO, not because she's from Nimba County, I'm going to sit down here and praise her. No. It's due to failure. The fact is, she had never understood that ministry. That ministry is more than a football field. Those kind of places, when they place you there, first of all, sit down, structure the ministry, understand what's going on there. Then you will, at some point in time, after like 2-3 months, then you can get out now on the field and listen to the plight of the people. But to just jump her and go, what are you going to collect? What data are you collecting? You go sit down and listen to people and come home. What do you do? And the ministry say, you mean understand? Yeah. So see what I think I've lied.
So
Let me say quickly here, mine is so saddening today to listen to, we lost one of our brothers here in Fargo, lost his dear mother in an accident that occurred at the Nimba Morovia Highway. It's saddening with the EPS. The young man is in grief. We want to go speak to him at some point after the show. I want to extend my sincere condolence to those folks who lost their lives in the accident. Our EPS in Liberia, they fought too much craziness. What's so much that who is looking for Jeremiah Kmakun that you will just be running on the opposite side of the lane? And sometimes the power in Liberia, Liberian people put too much power. Jamal Makun going, whether you're going to Monrovia, nothing. You in from there, take your time, drive. They drive stupid. And then now they kill innocent people. Are they going to pay for their lives? I don't think so. They're just flat. So Liberia is saddening sometimes the power greed. People don't even, sometimes I wonder why they run the way they run. Even in Monrovia, when the president going to war, I said, the whole place look like a battle zone. What's so much? Who threatened the president? Nobody. But I hope that this thing will change at some point in time.
Thank you. We're going to continue with that discussion, but now that you talked about the incident that took place there, that's man, in Liberia as I don't even going to go just the EPS people, but in Liberia as a whole, driving there is just that's something that we don't have. That we don't have no traffic law. But the sad part to the whole traffic rule is even the law enforcement themselves, or the law enforcer who's supposed to obey the law, enforce the laws, are the one who disobey the law. You see those guys speeding as if nobody will cross that road, or there's no type of security measure. They just speed, they just run. And this I don't think this is only this. It has happened before with the president convoy, I believe. I don't know what time was it, but President convoy recently hit another individual and killed the person. Not a convoy, maybe one of the security, the same EPS guys. So they do that all the time. They don't. It's almost like they don't respect people's life. Because if you are driving, no, Sarah, you and all of us live here. There are some places that when you're driving in school zone, you will see that they will tell you the maximum or the minimum penalty for speeding in school zone. You don't see government officials and other top people here speeding as the way they speed in Liberia. The speeding they do there, it makes no sense the way they run. Yeah, it's just too much. And I'm not talking about the actual convoy, the folks that can go ahead of the convoy. They can be very, very embarrassed, very sad, very scary. So it's something that I don't think that you just suspend these guys. That it should be something that it goes up to the top too. Not just use these two guys and suspend them and get rid of them and say, oh, they have been under suspension or they deal with that. That's something that has been happening for a very long time. And I hope that our people, the proper authority will be able to clip this, and try to address it. It's simple. If they speed too much, the speed is just excessive. I don't care how you speed it. You don't even have the road, and then you're speeding as if you are on I-95 or I don't know which of the interstate they have over there. So
if that the country we all live in by this time, I mean, they can file lawsuit against the government for millions of dollars.
Oh yeah. They speed too much again.
That is crazy.
My heart goes out to the people who lost their life in this senseless, tragic accident. I pray that their family, God console them and they find peace and relay their people to rest there. But it has to go across the board, and at some point in time, we all need to, the people, the country, the people that are in authority needs to start learning from this and start putting some guardrail in place where there's some measure of security or some. The man can run over there, they can speed. Man, it can be scary. I know, everything you got one or two things to add to this.
Yeah, thanks to Mr. Bali for bringing that.
Yeah.
It's a sad moment. First, I'll say my sympathy to the family that lost a loved one, in a tragic and fatal accident. And I think CEO will have to reach out to Mr. Bantu, because when I read the prayer release, I think one of the victims is the Bantu from that, and most of the passengers on that car were all from Tapeta. I think Yeah, most of them. But I think I heard one Bantu. I know Peter Bantu one.
No, Joe Bantu. Myself,
Joe
got me
Bantu,
confused.
yeah.
I thought because
So when I heard that Joe Bantu, I said, hold on. But at the end of the day, when I read you, I said, no. You know, when they said the man, because Joe is now a Joe, though. Joseph, because the man who got it, Joseph Bantu.
yeah, Jacob. We got Jacob.
Jacob, yeah, ours is Jacob Bantu. So, you know, it's sad. And like you said, what happened is not just unique to the, it's not only unique to the vice president convo. See, you are living Liberia. And when you read the communication from the EPS director, Erin telling us how it was off duty. The guy took that vehicle. You know, usually maybe when the vice president is home, you know, they will take the car and that's unethical. That's unethical. You know, we used to, I think we can say, well, in Liberia, they say motor car or iron. Once you are not being authorized, you take it behind somebody in a simple term, they always put you into problem. I think that's what happening. Because the car, according to the communication, the car was not even on duty. So why are they speeding? Why
Yeah.
are they speeding? You know, the vice president farm is after Queen.
Yeah.
Other side. So it's little far from Gantor. So that accident took place. The little town before getting to Ganta, the last time before around on Okogas, you know, resident there. So
So that will be what, Gompa?
yeah,
Gompa.
yeah, I'm saying the village before getting to Ganta is called Negbe.
Oh, Nengme.
Yeah,
From Nengme, you go
that's
to
where.
Gompa,
So
then from Gompa to Gata.
according to the release, because they even suspended the detail commander, the old man who usually do the assignment, Pamela and all the people. So I don't even think he was in the know. And now all of the kind of huge discussion when it took place. People probably they were coming from Monrovia or whatsoever, and Land Cruiser and that normal pickup, it's terrible. Land Cruiser without bumper is a very strong car, very very strong. And you look at the accident scene is bad, and let's see you say. Almost in Liberia, everybody gets serene. Everybody got light until the police, they always speaking of it. Everybody want to be speaker get light, Protein get light, deputy, the president, all the people there at least their own but and the running is very, very unnecessary. Sometimes the mini convoy will pass. Just normal cars are just following the convoy. You will see them running. I said then the president going to sit on table to discuss. So there are a lot of traffic regulation that need to be put into place here. All these things, I don't know. That's why today, I think yesterday when they were discussing that traffic thing, they said, but they disbanded the Ministry of Traffic and Ministry of Transport. Why authority they had now? I said, but the Ministry of Transport, they don't only have, so if they don't register a vehicle, then they don't have function anymore. So, I mean, it's not just unique to those convoys, it's just everywhere. Anybody, you just get car, put your light on. Sometimes they bright Chinese light, put it on the car, put it on the bumper, everywhere bright until when they're in the traffic, sometimes you have to pack off. Because if the guy flash that thing in your face, you don't see, you have to pack off, or else you get into different thing. So I mean, it's just and when people do kind of terrible accident, the only thing they just have prayer release, and then they suspend the driver or they suspend the person. After 1-2 times, the person is out.
Yeah, here in the states and most countries that I know, the lawmakers and the law enforcers, all of them are also law-abiding citizens. Like you said, in Liberia, I think they got a 10 lane. Sometimes you'll be driving on the right lane, someone will leave from behind and then cross and go on the other lane and start driving there because they got a black car, they got a senator plate, or they got a special plate, and they do whatever they want to do. So until we have some type of protocol in place, I think. No, I have always been skeptical of the whole traffic. That's why I don't drive in Liberia when I go there. I've always been skeptical of the whole traffic movement there, the way people drive there, and all that. And this is, and people that the road there, you don't have security, you don't have guardrail, you don't have check, all those things, you don't have them. So the chances of a reckless driver running over a kid is very, very high, will be high in that place. And but then still they drive like that. Even on the highway said that people drive as
But see you in Ganto, area like Ganto, they just carry traffic light just a few days. The very day, the fun part is the very day they planted a street light. When the guy see where someone who coming from Ban, the man with that jump, nothing straight.
Yeah, so it's funny. One of my men was telling me he went Liberia. The guy sometimes traffic light. I don't know where they put in Liberia. They Monrovia that say when the car stop, driver stop, and sometimes you see the passenger then getting very. We're gonna drive, my man. Yeah, can't waste you. Why you stopping?
They drive. The passenger themselves will be putting tension behind the driver.
Wasting time, man. We're gonna
wasting time. What you can park in the traffic for now?
Yeah. So that tells you. Yeah, that tells you. See, that tells you about the society that we live in.
I'm parking for your safety, but you tensioning to pass by the red light to go.
Yeah, so while we're on the whole law enforcement thing, Cyrus, I know you guys talked about it yesterday, but two things I want us to discuss. The very first one has to do with that. I know going back to the Samuel Jackson case here, has to do with the purported recording that is, making waves on airways on social media about supposedly a 911 call that Mr. Jackson made in Georgia when his wife had something similar to what happened over there. I want to get, when you look at it, TK, welcome to the show. When you look at it, it says AI info. So you get a public voice in the back there. I don't know how authentic that is. So for the sake of argument, let's agree that it's authentic. Do you think this has any sway or it will have any impact on his case at all?
The good thing is when every country is different. I don't know what was the nature of that 911 call that he made in Georgia. I haven't listened to that recording.
I can give it to you. So, according to the 911 call, what it sounds like is his deceased wife passed out, and then she had issues. She had a supposedly seizure, and then she got cut on her head. She had blood and everything. According to the 911 story. So he called 911, and then he was on the phone with the police, and then not police, but the 911 caller. You know how to do that? It was to try to stay with you until help gets there. And from the start, there it sounded like she passed out. She was not there, and then he was panicking, frantically calling, speaking to the woman. And then towards the middle of the call, it looked like the woman came awake. She became alert, and then she was arguing with him. No, I'm okay. And then he said, no, you're not okay. You just passed out. You're hurt. Baby, there's blood all over there and stuff like that. Until the 911 folks came, and then so that's the little summary. Again, don't quote me. I'm just summarizing that.
So listen, like I said, you listen to it, I didn't listen, but I can tell you I don't think it has any bearing on that case. 911 call to America, what does it mean? America police going to come? America medical medics and police going to respond to a incident that is taking place or takes place in Liberia? If it's AI and whatever going on, and it can be used against in a court of law. So I can tell you. Let's put this. I'm not usually in a courtroom when it comes to courtroom something. But what I'm looking at here is my criminal justice is pretty much on the field of investigation. But when it comes to the courtroom, it's something that they can argue. If you can dial phone call to call 911 in America, and you got Gregory Coleman number in your phone, you can't call him directly, or maybe some of those officers' number in your phone, you can't call them directly. If you can't go through, if it's true that there is no 911 system in Liberia, but I believe most of the people can call police directly, and he has Gregory Coleman number in his phone. He couldn't call Gregory directly and say, "My man, this is what's going on with my wife," but he has he took the opportunity to call 911 in Georgia. CO is a big thing, because what is he looking for to call in Georgia? Is he looking for witness? Is he looking for help? I'm kind of concerned. I'm confused. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but I think if that is the case, depending in the court of competent jurisdiction, I don't know what is there to honor in Liberia. I don't think Liberia can honor that. Is it above the criminal justice system in Liberia, or I can't put that puzzle together easily. I will pass that one to folks who are lawyers to look into that one.
Thank you. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but from a rational standpoint or vantage point, I think it may just trying to make the case that this person previously had some medical issue, something similar that happened to her before, because now he admitted that several times on recording that you don't know my wife's medical history. When it comes out, you guys will keep quiet. She has had this before. So if you've seen that from him now, it only implies that they're trying to establish some type of alibi.
So not to cut you off, it could go both ways, but it could have a heavy weight on him. It could appear like he has done something and looking for witness. Who knows? He might have done something and say, "You know what? Let me call so I can have a witness." Who knows? A lot of things go on when it comes to criminal justice investigation. Samuel Jackson case can be looked at in different perspectives in the criminal justice proceeding when it comes to investigation. That's why I was saying to all the other day, that investigation can take place different. They will look at different colors. They will look at different pathology. Pathology is not the only thing. Autopsy is not the only thing. They will look at some little bit of history, what have been unfolding in the folks that work in Samuel's Jackson house, the domestic worker, maybe for lack of a better word. There are a lot of stuff the police can look at and compare those evidence, and if it's proven that there's a foul play, they could charge him and send him to court. Then when he gets there now, there where you will see the funny words that actual reels and men's reel will imply. Whether he has intent or all of those things, then the words will come. But at this point, in the field of criminal investigation, there are a lot of things that police can compile before they can charge Samuel Jackson. And in my mind, where they're proceeding now, if police are delaying the autopsy, it means something is wrong and they need to do more investigation.
Yeah, so I don't know if Shawty is there, but why is camera off? I'll just stick with you. You just got ahead of me there. I was about to bring that up. So it came out today that his lawyers have started complaining. They have asked the state. They have asked the Justice Ministry of Justice, whatever it's called. They've asked them for them to carry on their own autopsy, but now the Ministry of Justice is saying no. They say they got more investigation to do before they. So if my question now is, Shawty, I know you can chime in there before Cyrus come in. before that, it was the other way around. They were going to do the autopsy. I think they did one, and then they invited Mr. Jackson and his lawyers and the representative, and they said the time was short. They were not ready to go there, and they went ahead and they did it anyways. Now, the flip side, the Jackson family now is saying they are ready to do theirs, but then the state security or justice ministry is saying no, we're not ready for that yet because we got further investigation to do here. See, everything I know you're not criminal justice expert yet, but what do you think is the reason behind that? Why the state is now holding back? Why are they saying what type of investigation that they are doing now they couldn't do before doing their autopsy, but they are holding the Jackson family out, preventing them from doing theirs now.
Well, Mr. Badier touched something about, I don't know, I wanted to know the recording. Is it a previous, recording that he had, or it was on this incident?
So the recording had, again, full disclosure here, when I saw it on Facebook, under the, how when you do something with AI, I can tell you with AI info. So it has AI info on it, right? So we don't know if it's authentic or not, but from what the background of it sounded like it was in Georgia. It happened before when they were in Atlanta. Yeah.
Okay. So on the overall, I think audio under our law, I think is not permissible under the law. That's why even if you go to court and you got someone recording, they don't really guarantee that. And even before you record somebody, you have to inform them that, oh yes, I'm putting you on, I'm recording you. And another thing is, what if that was done? Why was we are just discussing it from from that point, but why was the recording done to keep it from that point up to now? That's another question that, like you said, I don't really want to play around that, because why is he recording? Is it that he visioned something happening before, or I don't still understand that. So if he had the kind of recording for the report that he had, quote unquote, that could be, to exonerate him, it could be an argument. But recording where you call in 911, then you record it, I don't know what's the intent. So maybe the lawyers will argue that if that be an argument in the court, then people could say it was premeditated. If they could settle a case, I'm saying if there should be an argument, in the courtroom, I'm not a lawyer, but from that point, I could also stand on that point to say, but this man, there was an incident and he recorded. Why was the recording done? Why was the recording?
To correct you there, so in America here, when 911 calls are made, illegal, your lawyer or the recording was not done by him. It was not done by Jackson himself. So
so he requested a recording.
They can. You have the ability to do that through legal means.
Okay, that's fine. Well, that's what I said. But equally, I mean, under our law, I don't think the criminal justice people here will.
But is that something that he said that he requested for the recording?
No. So I was just giving him the scenario that could happen. I did a full disclosure earlier. I know you came late. I said it's on social media, and we haven't verified that or authenticated that yet. Even when you see the recording on Facebook, it has that AI info. So we don't know if it's authentic or not. I was just giving a scenario to Zoger to tell you it's possible that someone could request that.
So see, like I said, if that was that's the argument, I don't think even right now they have reached to that stage, because the case is taking a trend where it is being elevated from steps to steps. So I don't know to what level that, if that is being published by him, like you said, we cannot authenticate that. But on our jurisprudence, the issue of recording, people can challenge recording and say that's not my voice. It was, it was dot, and like we got technology and all of that. So on that point, I think the lawyers then we argue that. But you touched on another thing. I read.
You forgot about it?
No, the Samuel Jackson case, the recording and another thing you touched.
What I touched? I don't forget about.
I think it was the traffic law.
No.
I forget everything. I begin get a lot of things on your mind in the play.
So, DK. So,
DK, don't disturb me, please.
before you come in there, let's see what they think about it. So, DK, to you now. So, before this whole alleged audio came out, there was medical record, if you recall, DK, that came out from Mr. Jackson and too, right, about his wife. And then now we're seeing this 911 call coming out here. In addition to that, I think this was CLT Messiah, but we'll get back to him. The state, the Justice Ministry now is refusing to allow.
Yeah, that way I wanted to come in.
Refusing to allow Jackson's lawyer and people to do their autopsy on grounds that they have a lot of investigation to do. And after the investigation, before they allow that. My question to you now, you want to answer?
I wanted to come in, DK, and get the expert opinion on that, right? For me, in my mind, for me, in my mind, right, with that, because I mean, the situation right now is about the getting the information to the right place, and the state had determined or has noticed that the death was suspicious. So in this matter, they wrote them every activity that was done, they were communicated to. Now, if the government wrote them, informing them of the circumstances regarding the autopsy, and they did not attend to that, the government, the result had to come up first. That's one. The result had not come out. I don't know why I've been the result from both the forensic team and the medical people. So if that come out, then of course. But if they come, when the result come out, then they can challenge. For me, in my mind, that's how I see it. But the result cannot still be in where while up to now it's not being put out, then you want to challenge. The result had to come out when you're not certified before you can challenge the result. For me, that's how I see it.
Yeah, I don't think it's challenging. I think legally they have the right to do the same thing too. I don't think it's challenged. But DK, over to you. The same question as CLT. What do you want me to repeat all you got everything?
No, I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. But here's my thing. Here's my thing with the whole Samuel Jackson stuff. I'm not directly accusing him, but Samuel is acting so fishy that all the accusing fingers is still directed to him. Samuel is a suspect now. Now, the burden of proof now is with the state. The state is to prove that Samuel really killed his wife. The case is not in court yet. Samuel had not formally been charged, and he releasing all the evidence that he need to release because when the case go to court, the prosecutor will have to present all their evidence from the autopsy, from this and this, that they think Samuel can be convicted about. Then Samuel Jackson now will come with those things he's releasing now. But if you release all of those things first, is you doing it so that the state will not indict you? Why near my house? Yes, sir. When I come in near my house, you can pick up my internet. You can pick up my internet. So, to be frank, anybody that really reasonable in the case is all the evidence that he producing on his own behalf. Is he doing it so that the government will not prosecute him? Is he presenting further government need to throw the entire thing out against him? Because we are not reached to the point government has not indicted him nothing. He just a suspect, from person of interest to suspect. How you become suspect in everything that's supposed to defend you, that's supposed to exonerate you, that you're putting it out in the public? To me, I don't.
Yeah, I think the man Nyali internet slash Maryland internet keeps flipping that. So Cyrus over
You continue. Let me enter the house. Other than that,
yeah,
they will keep claiming that this.
Yeah, go recharge. I don't think to DK's point, I don't think if he's the one doing it now, I don't think it's intended to vindicate him. I think it's more to gain public, because if you listen to one
No,
of
but
his
CEO, I come in there. During the interview of Mr. Jackson, right? He stated that after, I think when they went for the forensic check, he even mentioned that. He talked about a wife. So from there, getting even the medical record that came out, how did it get out? It came from him. That's sensitive. So I will agree with DK. Where is the rush? Because right now you don't have a case yet. There have been no report given. So why is even all these things coming out to prove what? That's the point.
But we're talking about Samuel Jackson. So I think the strategy, and then the lawyers that will do that thing. But sometimes they fight both ends, legal side and then also public opinion, right? So he said it in one of his recordings that he's going to fight legally. He got enough resources to win the case, to fight the case. And also he talked about
evidence. Yeah, he talked about evidence.
He said they're going to fight on social media as well. So if all these releases we are seeing, if they're all from him, is more to gain public sense. Because this is a man I like to fight. He will make his point, he will fight. Anyone I even come and say, your wife, I like your wife, he will come and go after anybody, and so it's more like he wants, if he has his own way, that woman going to be on social media right now going back and forth with everybody. So it's more to let the public know that this is what happened, this is what has been happening, and you guys don't know, and you're rushing to conclusion. So Cyrus, before we move on to the next topic there, I think if the state has probable cause, they shouldn't have let him go. If they said they're still doing that investigation and they haven't gotten to the point to indict him or to even hold him, then what's the hold? That's my question. Why are they holding off? Why are they stopping him and his team? And in America, they can do the same thing here. Why are they stopping his team from performing their own autopsy?
So see, this is the thing, though. The law is a law. Like in Musa Assembly voice, they had not reached the point where Samuel Jackson will ask for his own autopsy. At first they sent in a letter for them to do autopsy together, and they said the time was short. The time was not in their favor. This was not available. This was not available. So it was all delay tactics. But what they don't understand is that in a line of criminal investigation, once it's not in a court, because what their argument was basically something that they could do in a court, but in a line on the field of investigation is quite different from in the court. Courtroom argument is quite different. These guys have the right to do autopsy without them. Okay, so the coroner of the Liberia, which is the medical examiner, can do autopsy without the accused being present because they want to gather. So Samuel Jackson asking for his own autopsy at this point, it doesn't make sense. they have to, like DK rightly said, the police still gathering the evidence. So once they gather the evidence enough, and Samuel Jackson is charged, then when they go to court, Samuel Jackson can say, hey, I disagree with the autopsy that was done, and therefore I personally want to conduct mine to make sure it's in line or it coincides with what you have. But to come out now and say we want to do our own does not make sense. It has not reached the point. First of all, when you are a suspect, the Constitution says you are required to remain silent. Anything you say or do will be used against you in a court of law. So anything Samuel Jackson says right now, while the police say investigating him, it can be used against him. Even though he was released from police custody because they have 48 hours to detain somebody. Once the 48 hours limit is reached and there's no strong evidence, you can release a person, but the person can be on a watch until you can do your investigation. Once you conclude your investigation, two things can happen. Samuel Jackson can be formally charged with criminal offense of homicide, or Samuel Jackson can be released without being charged. Two things, Samuel Jackson. But if you think that you're going to buy popular sentiment at this point, it can turn against you to see you. That's a wrong path that Samuel Jackson is pursuing. In the legal criminal procedure law of Liberia, it gives the police the opportunity to do investigation and formally charge or not charge. You can be acquitted if they feel that they don't have enough evidence to prosecute you. You can be let go, but then it will level the public to say, "Oh no, the police, there will be a heavy criticism against the police." But again, the police does not have enough evidence to charge, and they send you to court. They still will lose the case, and it will bring disgrace to the prosecutor. So Samuel Jackson needs to wait and see what's going on.
Thank you. And I just read about it briefly, but you are 100% right. That's why we have we rely on criminal justice folks here. So because he's a suspect, I read that the state has the right to push him aside and pretty much stop him or pause his request for autopsy because his right as next of kin has been limited now because of that. So yeah, while you were going over, I read it. So it's not like if he was not a suspect, then he would have had that full right. But because he's a suspect, it makes it harder for him. Yeah, so that's interesting, and I think it's going to be a long battle. But the fact that up to now they haven't charged him yet, it tells a lot about how what type of evidence they have. But I can guarantee if they have really substantive evidence, they would have gotten him by now.
So they might have something, but the thing is, they want to build a strong case, especially when it comes to this kind of case, because you don't want to charge someone, you send a person to court, and prosecutor cannot produce that enough evidence and be strong because the burden of proof lies on the prosecutor beyond reasonable doubt to prove it.
Yeah, thank you. That's it. I agree with you 100%. Again, I want to say thanks to our followers. You guys are watching BKS TV online platform where we come on here every night at 8 p.m. Liberian time, 4 p.m. Eastern time, and then 3 p.m.
Central
Sarah's time. No, I'm trying to get to your time.
3 p.m. my time.
4 p.m. me and 70 time, 3 p.m. Sarah's Party, the Green City, man, time. But thanks again for following. So today,
You know, my time is 6.
yeah, Eastern time. Yeah, we know my guys same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Asara got the red time. So today the court rejected the former National Security Advisor Kamo's bid for separate trial. And I kind of like it. Yeah, I think it's a good call. The men know what they are doing. We spoke about it yesterday, and my issue with him has been why now? Why request for separate trial now when from the beginning you guys were in it together? It was a group thing. You started from the start. You got to the point now, and you're deciding to request a separate trial. But the court rejected that. They rejected that. So I don't know where my man DK. You want to finish your thought on this before we go to our next topic?
Yeah, sorry, man. Once I get closer to the house, I don't know, my outside internet, the inside internet can be accurate. So, but again, like I said, I mean, it's almost like nobody asking you for evidence and you are producing the evidence. And sometimes the way in which you produce the evidence when you're not asked for, it also implicates you further. Say for instance, 911 happened. I left my car key in the car recently in the car lot when I went to get that food. I was using that mother car. And so when we fought for in the night, we called the police. They recorded the call for we were calling for. They were, oh, do you have the child in the car? Do you have this? And we said no. The policeman came and helped us to open the car, depending on the case. All I'm saying, I'm not really indicting Mr. Jackson in this, but the manner in which he's producing every pieces of information that he have on his wife is alarming. And so they're not asking for you giving it. And so I don't know why he want to prove. Like I said, apparently he want the state to know that, oh yes, this building that the way that. So whether the state is conducting any investigation, they should forego the investigation and let it be. Again, he had lawyer advising him to do what he's doing, but sometimes when you run too fast, you create more problem for yourself than doing good. So until then, because take for instance, having your wife that I don't know when he obtained the 911 recording.
Say different thing.
Eh?
No, that example you give me, I rebuking the example. No, I rebuke it. I begin. Say that on that side.
No, what I was saying is sorry if I mentioned you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What I was saying is when he obtained this 911 recording, was it when the case started, or you obtained it a long time ago to keep it in your possession?
That's my point.
If you know that they didn't have all the medical emergency, where people around you, the workers in that place, where they made aware that they can't be alone in the room because usually she have the medical, because he may get all of those things and the state will still charging for negligent homicide. Because if you know that the woman have all of those issues, that she can have it in the plane, she have it in Atlanta, she have it in Detroit, everywhere you guys travel, meaning in your absence, you need to have somebody to always monitor. Other than that, the state will still charge you for negligent homicide. You can have all the evidence because the way you presenting a case now is my woman have this issue. I have the record from Atlanta. I have it from New York. I have it from Detroit. I have it from Paris. Fine. Which logically will be true. But then the state will say, okay, if you know the woman when she's alone, she can have the medical emergency all the time. In your absence, you need to have somebody with her when she had a medical emergency so that they can call emergency right away.
not putting all of those things in place, and you just leave her in the house to go have a radio talk show and she have it behind you, is negligence. So there will always be a way that the law can hold you, even when you present those evidence that he presented. That's all I want to say on that point. But he just need to be. I don't know why a lawyer are telling him you need to be careful how you present those pieces of information that you present.
I agree with you. I agree with you so much, except for the mistake that you made with your ugly example. But no, Cyrus, as I was saying earlier, the judge ruled that Camus failed to show how joint trial would prejudice his defense, noting that his claims were vague, unsupported, and filed late, after jury selection had already begun. The court cited Liberia's criminal procedure law and Supreme Court precedent, which allows severance
My
only
man, people the thing you reading, put it up.
I don't get time for that,
Don't
man.
just get up your just reading to yourself.
Because a clear evidence of prejudice are demonstrated. So basically, the judge rejected it. He said it was filed late, and then the guy refused to show document evidence of how a joint trial will give him a disadvantage when it comes to the stuff. The court also said that it was late. Jury selection has already been done, completed, and the trial will proceed on March 23rd with all of them together.
Okay, so this is the thing though. Like I said the other day, it's a good try. He trying. Maybe he might have seen something. The way the case is proceeding. A smart person may realize that, oh well, this is to my detriment. So at this point, let me not be. Let me detach myself from the way the trial is proceeding. If you have to do those things in timeline, I think he missed the timeline. Maybe he thought that the case would not go the way it's going, so he wanted to detach himself so he can have a separate hearing. But I believe everything has to be with timeline. That's why he missed. So the judge is telling him, maybe this stuff is too late. You can't do that when your jury selection has already been done. Why was he waiting for though? It's crazy. You know, see, sometimes listen. They call it
leave you speechless.
Attachment.
450 grams of raw cassava, 4 eggs,
What's that?
80 grams of butter, and grated cheese.
They want cassava, man. So different, eh?
Where are we with?
180 degrees. And
So
cassava.
So when
That is too so good.
Yeah, yo, man, Tozongo. Man, fuen nkoye ye wala. I mean, looking there say. I listen to the criminal justice expert now.
Go ahead, Chief.
My phone, sorry, Chief.
So I guess that guy missed the mark. Sometimes I believe sympathy sometimes can lead you to a direction that you don't want to be too. Maybe he was thinking that if I stick on this, it will go turn around to be, it will be favorable to us. He probably has seen the pattern, the pathway of the investigation, the proceeding. Probably he had determined in his mind, based on the evidences they have produced, the state have produced might be beyond what he was expecting. So he said, God damn it, I need to take a different approach. So, I can have my own separate hearing instead of me dying with this guy.
Yeah.
Those things can happen in the court of law. The court defendant, can detach themselves from the defendant, but I think things might have gone wrong because he didn't follow forgotten the time. Once the 201 jury selection is done,
Yeah.
you can't detach yourself now.
Yeah, that's exactly what the judge said. That's the ruling the DK. That's the ruling the judge said. Jury selection process is complete. We are ready to go. And they said we're going March 23rd is when the full bench will be ready and trial starts.
Yep.
So again, to my point I've made, before we go to CLT, DK, you're the criminal justice experience post there. I think somebody has
Mhm.
no go ahead. I was just trying to make up something.
Yeah, so I think I know former Representative Camo very well. Camo, you know that the Ibrahima family, those guys that Camo, that Ibrahima family trained, who went under his mentorship, the one of the surviving guy who really understands security politics, very quiet, that know when to move, when to talk, and everything is former Representative Jefferson Camo. When he was indicted along with those guys, I was surprised because when they say somebody very quite radical, look, there are a few guys in the legislature at the time when I used to work there, I really used to admire their stance, when they speak and everything. One is Representative Jefferson Camo and the guy who is a senator now, James Barney. Those guys, you only see them speaking when there's critical issue that their opinion really matter. For him to be in our webs, I still it stays surprising to me and not getting it set out early to seek for the separate trials is something that really surprising to me. Those are all who work at the legislature at the time that really interacted with most of those guys in the 52nd and 53rd to know who they are and what they used to do. And Camo being a security expert and everything, knowing the timing and everything, I think he shoots himself in the leg. And to be frank, the motion he filed, meaning he foresee that getting tried together with those guys will definitely lead to convictions. So he needed separate trial, but then the timing was his problem because having to even request for separate trial, then you know that the people that you are all they trying you guys together. Meaning obviously there is a leeway that you guys will be convicted. That's why you wanted to be tried separately. And so with that motion being denied, the likelihood of them getting convicted is sure because one of them among them is having fear that no, I can't be tried with Samuel Twede. so so it I think he didn't calculate well because one of the things they've been doing is they've been delaying the trial, seeking motion to Supreme Court to interpret certain things. So they didn't say have been delaying the trial and everything. And secondly, two have been admitting to a lot of those stuff. Like, oh, I'm a member of the National Security Council. And the president said, we get extra money to NEC, extra 4 million. So some of those admit things. But Samuel too, I think, is what led to Camo saying no. They can't admitting to a lot of things. So they may go on the other side. But I think the timing was his major problem. And so they are all in the web. But their only prayer now is to be like the government should not have strong evidence against them so they can be acquitted. But the government really has strong and serious evidence that will lead to their conviction, then they just need to do their own way go at this point. Particularly him, I want a separate trial.
Yeah. Sebate, do you think like I said the last time, Honorable Kolova said the thing that happened to the CDC men and when they say point, so you people can count on that and then say this is what we got for you. When you talk, we'll put this outside. Do you think there's somebody saying something under the same, or do you think this guy's going to turn on to it? When we start getting hot, like the way it's getting hot now, they have denied his motion for separate trial, plea bargain. Do you think he's going to take a deal, possibly, to turn on his colleagues for lesser punishment?
Well, CEO, I mean, I'm now. I don't really have too many ideas on that on that investigation. When I say that, I say to say when it comes to criminal investigation, I think, in my opinion, what I said the last time was the gravity of those cases are all different. So I say example here of an institution where you had a final signature, probably on a check. You got people who raise it, people who raise the voucher, people who do all the one, but who gave the, because the first thing is the request. Now they assume that maybe doing when PMC was still operating, for example, you do all of your documentation. People, submit their document when they are doing projects. There are stages of the project before you release one from step one to step two. They must have shown you documentation that they completed, for example, a foundation. Then they will validate that document, and then internal audit, the Ministry of Finance, they will also do that. Then when they take it to Morovia, internal affairs will also do the internal review and everything. Now, the PMC guys, for example, when the superintendent tells you, they go through all of these rigorous processes. In that law, the PMC, the superintendent, they may have the stake, but who got a greater responsibility? The people who clear the document for release, who release the document for payment. So what I said the last time is, all of these people, the case is in bundle, but they had the stake. For example, who disbursed the money? That's another thing. So all of those investigations has to do with people playing a part. It's like a tree. The root, the branches, the leaf, and all of that. So who takes the greater responsibility? If his role, for example, was maybe giving technical security advice at the time. Now, his role now say, okay, why you did not get this advice at the time, you as a security advisor, probably that could be his own. His role is not to play with a financial matter. He could, but his role from his portfolio shows that he's there to get advice on the security details, security briefing, and other things. So he feels that his role in this allegation could not amount to the other guys in the case. So equally as a rejected, I don't know whether he also has the constitutional privilege to refile for appeal. I don't know whether that would be considerable. That's another thing. But what I do know is probably he could appeal, and there are law is bargaining too now. Sometimes conversations are ongoing. There are reasons why they rejected it. Probably they would tell him in his appeal. So if he go back to appeal that his case should be adjudicated separately, that's another point. Because if he got a strong lawyer that could push a point, he could refile. If that would be, if that could be considered. But for me, what I do know, when you see people coming like that, I'm not looking at the Roman aspect and what have you. But I think when you reach to a certain level now in life, everybody fighting for themselves. In common laborer English, that's why I say all monkey hold their own tail now. So at this point, he want to justify where he got involved. Because if the gentleman are not involved about, there's some of the case here to have admitted that he overly stated or overly budgeted neck budget for the election 2 times. Was the security advisor involved? He wasn't. That one has to do with appropriation aspect of the Ministry of Finance. So where it has to do with security, appropriation to security, where probably he has stake about security, peeping up, recruitment, and all of that. That now will have to come to light to say, okay, this money was used. Why was your role played? Then it will be point out in that investigation. But as it is, he got all legal right to to disjoin himself from that party, to detach himself from that case. So I mean, everybody operates under the law, under the law and the constitution guards everyone. So if he feels that the case join the case, being in bundle. He feels that it's not playing well for him. That's his right. And for me, I think that's if he see that's a good way to do, the good thing to do, that's fine. But people say, oh, why the man up to no, but see you saying why up to now, the guys, mind you, they were indicted, I think 4 or 5 persons. They were 4, right?
I think so. I don't know the exact number.
Yeah, so I think they are 4. So if you are 4 and you sue 4 person and the person say no, this one, I got my own lawyer, I got my own point to prove in this case I'm not part of this one. I mean, in a common sense, that's why he's trying to tell that case, yes, they were accused. Probably he got a role, but he want to prove himself, and he want to exonerate himself from the case. That's how I see it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Again, guys, you guys are watching BKS TV, the Heat Hour. We come on here every night to discuss everything here. I want to say thanks to all of you for following. So our final topic for tonight, the Ministry of Internal Affairs, I think Gino touched on that a little bit earlier, that has been changed to Ministry of Local Government, I think. That's the name. And the minister designee, what is his name? Francis Humanly went for confirmation today. Though before the confirmation, there has been this speculation around that the whole thing that happened in Lofa, he was the root cause of it. They have attached him to the BK Enterprise stuff. They say he's the owner of it, and the legal or illegal sand mining in that river. That's what caused this problem. So today, during his hearing, he vowed that he will actually step down if there's any investigation done that implicate him and show that he's part of it. So with all this stuff here, and I think I talked about it a little bit before, the cause of of what was happening between Lofa, or what's happening between Lofa and the king. So I want to add to that. There's also news from Madagascar that says I think the government has implemented this new policy where government official, before they apply for a job and things like that, they have to take lie detector test. I think that's something that we need to we need to start implementing in Liberia. But DK, they go back. We'll be ready for that. But DK, I'll start with you. What's your take on this Francis Newman confirmation, implication in this whole?
So having I work. I think I work with the legislature when our old man replaced Eugene Falakpakala in our district, the district Thomas Farah representing now. He replaced Eugene Falakpakala, the Liberty Party, one of the because very smart young man from Lofa at the time. May peace be to your ashes. And that old man is just a Baka nephew.
Okay.
Yes. And in fact, during our election, because United Party, you didn't contest on United Party ticket, United Party was featuring another candidate there. And when he won, there was a big debate. Oh, no, he went on radio and said, no, Joe is my uncle. In fact, he said during the war, I think when the old man was doing wild work, he had one old car. He would take the old man from work to Freeport, drive the old man children to rehab before he go home. So beyond that, to me today, if you made me president of Liberia, I will not appoint that young man, that old man. That man is not well.
Who the Francis old man?
That man being not well. Internet. Yeah, Francis is not well. Francis is not active. Look, the way we do Ministry of Internal Affairs, the domicile for old people is the problem. Now, the state of that ministry has even changed. That ministry needs somebody young and innovative that will be on top of technology and everything. Because you make a ministry of local government, a lot happening in the country that need to be digitalized to monitor and everything. Francis humanly idea is way 1960 some more idea. Beyond that, he's done well. I think when they appointed that man, for almost a year, that man was in India taking treatment. He's done well. In fact, since his appointment, he's working. You see him working with stick now. But again, because of his relationship with the president and everything, they are keeping him there. He will not do well. The ministry will be in crisis as hell. That ministry needs a very young person that have quote unquote idea on urban development, rural development, everything. At least to bring the ministry up to standard. You can't keep the ministry as ministry that will just be dealing with Zoe people, Zandakawa people, devil coming outside. So that's how they have perceived the ministry. And so internal affair or whatever local government you see there, it will always operate. Oh, they put devil outside. Then internal affair. That's the function of that local government now is beyond that. They need very young person, knowledgeable, with a lot of competitive international regional development to bring our ministry to stuff about. Frankly, today, on my opinion, it should not even be near the ministry today. Forget about the local allegations and everything. I mean, why you put major internal affairs when a lot of things happen in the country? It will take that man weeks to even go to Grand Gillette because he's done well. He's done well. The crisis in Lofa, he can't stand it. He's done well. Why you putting that kind of man when that ministry that got a lot to do across the country? So I think Baka is not ready for that. That your nephew, you want a man to be up there, bring your advisor to your office and put another person there. So I don't want to hear about whether they accuse you or not. He's not supposed to be to that ministry today. They should have never even re-nominated him in that position.
Thank you.
That's my opinion on that.
I agree with you. The local government, I'm afraid that your stand on this might even be more, it will be falling more because the name that they gave to it now, local government. The thing with internal affairs, they have people that imagine the local government now, they come to localize it good. But I think I agree with you. It should be more of interconnecting the country to another country, bring young person down there to make it more involved and active, and that it should not just be a dumping site for older people or for zoo and things like that. But I agree with you. Siawate, what's your take on this? What's your take on this whole thing? They have accused the woman of being the mastermind behind the thing in terms of the BK Enterprise. They say he's part of it or he owns it, something like that. And they were the one responsible for the illegal mining, sand mining that started the whole noise.
CEO, what exactly I wanted to say, I think DK already put some forth. Before getting to that point, when I told you about, I work in a county for a little while, and I work with the local government. The reason you see most time in Liberia when they talk about local government, you see people just talk about the older folks. I think it's just about the thinking and the mentality. Because even in Ivory Coast and other countries, you hear the ministry, they call it Ministry of Interior. Ministry, because the role is very cardinal. And mind you, right now, if you look at the composition of the local government, there are a lot of reform. There are a lot of reform, and presiding over those kind of ministry, at least you must be a certain standard to be frank with you. Because right now, you had a fiscal bull, even the service center that has to do with the decentralization of most of these things, like the citizen ID card, the passport, and all these things, it will be decentralized. That come in with a very huge stream of revenue generation. You need to recruit people that have hands-on experience when it comes to budget formulation, budgeting. All these things that come along. But today, if you even look at the current composition of the reappointment, today I saw them, they are still not, reforming the ministry. They just feel that ministry is just for the older folks. You see, so to the ministry is still challenged. It's still challenged. We are not saying this, to hit on anyone, but the reality is, right now the ministry is not internal affairs anymore to say to go and deal with chiefs and elders. And that was the mistake people used to make when it comes to the county county inspector. People just used to feel that county inspector role was just to monitor chief and elder. And when you read the TOR of county inspector, it go beyond that. It has to do with, even I think, doing the first composition it should be the chief administrative officer. So by ranking, though he's not a second, but by rank by work, he's the second person, because he administrates the county in the absence of the superintendent. So if you look at the current composition of the Local Government Act, the superintendent has a lot of work to do. He has a lot. For the same money, for me, I mean, he had put a challenge to the public and the legislature. So that's another thing. They will need to do the fast check, because he threw it out to them. According to him, the Constitution does not allow him as a minister to do, business. So he's not involved into any transaction or such. So if they do the investigation and he's being held liable, he will lose his job. But when it comes to that, there are a lot of challenges with the local government, because I don't know whether the chiefs, the superintendent, and all the people, I think on the revised one, there should be election for some of them. And Madam Vabla one of the senators raised that point today about the challenges they are having in the county. Some of the people, there are disparity in salary, there are disparity in positions, and a lot of things happening. And since he's 2 years now, and they are facing those challenges. So they are reinstating him as a minister while being his overall performance for the past 2 years. What's the evaluation? So we are waiting to see. I mean, the Constitution is that the power is inherent in the people, but the power now is being given to the lawmakers, who are the senators. They will do the evaluation. I know today, the question I will ask, it was just bread and butter questions I will ask. At the end of the day, by next week, the woman will, you start, because the man is on confirmation. He's telling how in the next 2 weeks you are not even sure whether the people they will confirm you. How are you sure that you start working in the next 2 weeks? So that's the country there. But to be frank with you, the reform has been done with internal affairs now, local government CEO. They have a lot, and like I test the fiscal board today. The fiscal board, the Ministry of Information, in fact, the Ministry of Internal Affairs, they are sending full representation. And after sending that representation, the president will now do the appointment of the fiscal board. You see, so the same thing also go with the non-man council. What's the criteria being set up for the non-man council? That's another one. Because if you take chief and elder women just from Glady, you bring one from Glodella, chief representing the elder. What if that man is being transported to, maybe he's being sent to for training? Why is he bringing back? So there should be a criteria for even setting the non-man council. There should be a criteria. Not just anybody who the person had to be there, but it should be there should be a benchmark before elevating the people to this position. That's what I think.
Thank you.
Yes. I mean, before Big Brother Cyrus come in, let me tell you, Alvin, my disappointment with our ministry, with our whole local, Alvin, one, there's no major transformation with somebody innovative, somebody up there. The way they design the local government act to bring somebody, young person that have knowledge in urban and local development and everything, regional and everything. If you don't have that innovative people that have the experience, that have the schooling and everything, you can't get that. You know that beyond the superintendent, the local county administrator, the city mayors and everybody are under our ministry. I mean, you see how our city look like. See how Morovia city like right across the internal affairs ministry look like. So one of those things are not people look. I mean, the ministry it should not be in existence in the first place. They are not doing anything. It's an old folks home. There's zero idea. Nothing they're doing there. To be frank, they just money eater. You just put old people that have no knowledge. They may give you he presented any transformative idea today to that place. No, they were just responding to allegations. So in fact, those senators are supposed to say, okay, this is what is in the law. We want this, and present it to the president. The person you're sending here should be prepared for this. The person recommendations should look. We'll just keep that superintendent report to that. All the local county administrator, everything report to that ministry. And that ministry, the head of that ministry, that just see it will go down in all the counties and go all in all the villages and towns in our region. He should not be around that place.
Thank you. Saul, you are elder here, and I know you know a lot about this this ministry. You've listened to all of us. Give us your 2 cents on this. Let us know what's your thought on this.
Arvin, the only thing I can tell you here is I don't think Liberia is ready to decentralize. Yeah, I think Joseph Barker, the president of the Republic of Liberia, brought his cousin to get some money so he can get some money to eat before he take an exit. But Liberia is not ready to decentralize. So because of that, we'll do crazy stuff in Monrovia and say we are transforming the country. And as I am one of the advocates of decentralization, where we'll be able to reach out to our people. Arvin, to be honest here, man, Liberia is too small for all this nonsense. If we were serious in that country after this war, how many cities that really in Liberia we can refer to and call a city? Is it tiny Monrovia? Everybody talk about Monrovia. On a real note, on real life, maybe the little place that I can even say yes is maybe a little bit of city center is Gunter. With the help of Kawamampa and Gono, Sanikori is getting a little bit there. But there's nothing, actually. Look at Bangar right now. 0. Van German was the capital city, it's the capital city of Lofa County. 0. Where else? That's why you see people migrated to Monrovia to have a better life. And now the better life have become a disastrous life because everyone is pretty much sitting down in Monrovia. It's all about Monrovia. So let me just cut it short, my friend. Liberia is not ready to do anything. It's just a joke, mad joke.
I can get proud of you when you go after Liberia now. When you give all your pan Africanism theory and stuff, then you come back and hit the whole country and that. So we will say thanks to all of you again. We have been here for over 2 hours, 30 minutes. It has been a really good show. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to our followers. Thanks to DK. Thanks to Siawete, and thanks to Sam. Our host has been having some technical issues, so we will give him a pass on that. Today Ramadan too. That Ramadan met a Muslim, so all of them broke their fast today. So,
John's a Muslim?
Yeah,
you got a Muslim girlfriend and he's been converted.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, so we will stop here and then we will call it another day. So we'll be back again tomorrow. But before we do those, we'll start with Siawete. I know the DK. What kind of internet you get in America? Yeah, we have to take him off of here and see how. We'll. Yeah, but Siawete, I think it's going to be a great weekend. We have a very busy week. The tension at the border, as you can see, is going down, and everything. But here's one thing I want you and Cyrus to add to your closing statement here. You know, someone and I were discussing and they said Liberia's problem, Liberians, when things happen, we are almost like Coca-Cola, right? When we just foam from the beginning and then after 2 weeks, it goes down. It has been that historically from all the big things that happen, all the suspected murder of people in Liberia, our fellow Liberians. We just go down. Good example would be that girl from our area that was killed back, Princess Cooper. I always talk about her, and up to now, you can't hear anything. It just went down the drain. Most recently, the guy in Ghana, Austin. I know they caught those guys and they put them in, but we haven't heard anything from them. We'll probably not hear anything again anytime soon. And then recently with this Samuel Jackson, deceased wife that is also. So the society we are quick to move things, but then we're quick to forget. With that, I want you guys to add that to your 2 cents. But overall, I think it has been a very busy week, and we're looking forward to a great weekend, a wonderful weekend here, and we'll be back tomorrow trying to get some guests to come on the show tomorrow to add to our conversation. So I'll start with you, CLT, and then we'll let our senior brother from the Green City give us his closing statement.
Yeah, thank you, CEO. I mean, as we part tonight, it was a good show. So, like I said, the approach from Colinas is a step forward, and that's what we need because her going out to the country, it gave her hands-on of what is happening to our youthful population in the rural places. So that's good, and I applaud for that. Take it or leave it. I think she's not just a JESCAM minister. She herself in a very huge portfolio as deputy minister for administration. So I think that role, working at the mansion and getting that opportunity to go to that place is another thing. And the lady is social, so she understands the movement of young people, and she surrounded herself with a lot of young people. You saw even Linsu, the flyer, the representation, the youth advisor, and all the people were on the trip. So that midway, young people, community leaders, and stakeholders around, it also gave her a hint on and the challenges they are facing and progress they are also making in those countries. So if that's welcoming of her from this beginning, for me, I would recommend that she continue. It also bring about inclusiveness into our leadership. That's good. But with the what you touched about, you said the human case, for me, he threw it out. So it's up to his accuser to prove beyond all reasonable doubt. And the last one you said,
I talk about how we are quick to forget about events.
so CEO, like you said, right? You know that Princess Cooper thing, I think it was in 2021 or something like that.
Yeah, I forgot, yeah.
Even beyond Princess Cooper, there have been a lot of cases. And at the end of the day, it ended the way it ends. But, our justice system is just difficult to predict. But it's difficult because people that are not loyal, equally probably people cannot fight their case to the root. And to be frank with you, Liberia, we don't make use of the law. That's one. Most time, people go to the law. You see people settling things though they don't want to make use of the law. And when you read the Constitution, you got right. If you don't even have a lawyer to go to public defender, we are not making use of that. So most of these things will happen at the end of the day. I don't know. Sometimes too, it's about a society. Like you said, some of the people, their involvement into other things that I don't want to say, but I think those are some of the reasons too. Sometimes it happens that way. But as it is, the Samuel Jackson case and all of that. Can you imagine Princess Cooper case? I think the investigation from the beginning, they said, I know she fell from a rooftop or something like that.
I can't remember the detail.
Yeah, that was the from the investigation. That's what they said. Where did she come from? The driving, all the thing. You know, human being life is they just do it the way they do it in Liberia, so it's difficult to say. But what we can say is we await and you know the government for this investigation with the issue of Samuel Jackson. I think the government of Liberia that is taking full charge, they will do the investigation to come up with the result. If you have a strong team, that would be good. If you don't prove beyond, I mean, the state. But in all fairness, when it comes to the autopsy, for me, in my little man thinking, once he's on an investigation, he should get an investigation a chance. He's running too much. That's what I can say.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm in total agreement with you when it comes to that. I think that's why, you know, the legal people tell you, say, you gotta keep quiet when you, especially when someone is going facing the law, when they have potential criminal case against them. Keep quiet, but you know, but he's who he is. He's not gonna go quiet. Like, I'm surprised he hasn't. I look at it, not take a phone for him, all that one. So our Green City brother, want to say thanks again for coming here. We ask that you give us your parting statement, and our audience will be looking forward to hearing the name of the Green City tonight.
Honorable Avin Seka, the CEO of BKS Foundation, BKS TV, BKS Radio. I want to say thank you for bringing us here together to be with the people of our great country. Thank you for being here on the show tonight. Let's take it step by step here quickly. I still wait for the Supreme Court Justice Nyamik Bese to invite Yeke Koruba for contempt of charge on corruption. Today in Liberia, Yeke had a talk show and publicly announced to the Liberian people on a radio show that the Supreme Court, the leader of Supreme Court, is corrupt. He pronounced it, says it's very, very corrupt with a V attached to it. So again, Nyamik Bese have been accused by the sitting representative of the Republic of Liberia. And I'm here to see the contempt charge to be filed against Yeke Koruba, Representative Yeke Koruba. Or they should invite him to give the reason why he shouldn't be here in contempt for accusing Nyamik Bese for being corrupt and having property in the Republic of Liberia, in the big county, Nimba County, the most powerful county in the Republic of Liberia. In this few days, we'll be watching to see what Nyamik Bese will do. The border dispute, border tension, I think it's going down. Like I said, whether you like it or not, Joseph Nyeman Boakai is our president. He has been in the game for too long. He understood what war does to people, and he decided to not really pursue war, but pursue peace. I sense Cyrus Balia fall in line with Joseph Boakai. Why it's true that our country is not the way we want, but we no longer want to allow war in our country. War is not our friend. Bullets are not our friends. So bullets do not know sedition, UP, ANC, and many others. So I look forward for the total withdrawal of the Guinean troop from the Liberian soil. Colonials cry her trade to the various country is a flag. No doubt about it. It's a showcase and it's just a mere bluff. She's due to failure if she doesn't take a detour right now. The ministry she are taking over, this is not party collecting t-shirts to give to young people to come and vote. That time has passed. It's time to govern. It's time to use the managerial skill to manage that particular ministry. The ministry is big. It's big.
So I mean,
so that's how people are. That's how people are. You are interested. Hold
Yeah,
on.
Mr.
So
Mr.
you
Mr.
going
Badia.
after someone that just took over 3 weeks ago.
You see,
Mr. Badia, Mr. Badia,
oh.
Mr. Badia, before you land, let me inject that.
Yeah,
So if you were
I hate on your chest.
if you are given the opportunity today as youth and sport minister, what would be your plan for decentralization?
I like those speculative questions, but I can help you. Charity, when you are appointed to manage, especially complicated or complex ministry like Ministry for Youth and Sports, it's not just about football though. It's a lot in our ministry.
But she's now not engaged in football.
No, I understand. But what I'm trying to say, Charity, you had to study that ministry for at least a complete month or two. Then once you monitor, you will adjust yourself, rearrange. There are some structures in our ministry. There are some components that don't even supposed to exist. You have to study the ministry before you can even step out of that ministry if you really want to reform. So reformation is a key, it's a cardinal point to any area they appoint you to change. Because if you don't, if you take a thing that you see a party move, you are due for failure. That's what I would do. It would take me maybe about a month or 3 months to study the ministry, the organ, the components, those areas that are not even functioning, those greedy hunters and money eaters. Those loopholes, I would try and identify everything before I can even step out of that ministry to say I'm going out to go do a mere brush with t-shirt. She already printed t-shirt. I don't know what the writing on it. I was trying to read it. I couldn't even read it. That's a mere brush. It's to failure.
See you.
I don't know if she running campaign, that campaign move there. That's not campaign move. Yeah, it's true that he can meet with a youth, but she's not even fit for that.
Problem.
She's not fit for that position.
To be honest with you guys, and we hear for what I see now, she's due to failure.
Yeah.
To be honest.
So how long have you known her?
Well, have you
Now I
followed
know
what?
her now.
Huh?
Have you followed what?
You
Just now. And then for what I see now, that I'm just, when they appointed her first, I said it was a good thing. But from what from sitting here and see what I saw on Facebook, going to Lofa saying now, she's due to failure. That's not the way it should be.
Okay.
So,
Mr. Sam Saras Badier.
There's a big mayor bruv there that now youth time and I'm campaign time. She will be collecting t-shirts from children and be packing children then together to carry to vote so they can vote for Patricia Baka. That one is out of picture. So, CEO, I can say to you that Liberia Francis Nyumani, well, I don't know whether the name is Nyumani or Nyumani, whatever the name is. Again, it's a mere bluff. It's a disgrace to our country to bring a very old man again to lead. I thought we were transforming our country. I thought we were localizing our government so that we can change our country. But a guy who does not even understand what computer is to bring that guy back, what is he going to say or do different than what he had never done before? What is he doing different? The country is a disgrace sometimes. It's our country. It is a disgrace. Certain decisions, when some decisions are made, it frustrates some of us to speak the way we speak. I was thinking that they were going to bring somebody different to at least manage that particular. If we really want to decentralize, we need somebody very energetic, very forceful to move, to make decisions, to make policies. All those laws that are being enacted, to review those laws again, to make sure that our counties are revamped. But to bring Zubu and just sit down here, can't sit down and eat your own money. What is he going to do different? It's a crazy decision ever that was made. However, having said all of these, Liberians, those of you who are listening to me from the radio land, from the motherland, I can promise you that better days will still come. The hope is still in the corner. The hope will arrive. I might not get there with you, but Liberia will be better at some point in our time. Maybe some of us will not be around to see those days come. But until we can make a better decision, there's too many rotten politicians in the country, greedy hunters and money eaters. We should be wise enough so we can make the sound decision. I don't know whether democracy will help Liberia at this point, but we are looking into democracy, the functionality of democracy, whether it will prevail. It will take Liberia to another level of life. That is some question that we, as a researcher, still searching to get an answer. So, ladies and gentlemen, people of Waibuna, Green City, listening to me tonight, I greet you all. My great Nimba County, the Republic of Nimba, I greet you all. Liberia as a whole, I greet you all. Better days are coming. Let us not relent. The day will come that we as a people will say, yes, we have found our destiny, true destiny, not money eater, not greedy hunter. Thank you for listening. We look forward to seeing you guys on the show tomorrow. God bless all. God bless the people of Liberia, and God bless our country, and God save our state. Thank you. See you. I see you guys tomorrow.
The great Sam Saros Balier, fiery guy.
You to be orator.
Yeah, the orator. The man Jack Audrey, master none.
Yeah.
But yeah, good night to everyone. Again, thanks for following us. Thanks for watching. We'll be back here again tomorrow, 8 p.m. Liberia time, 4 p.m. Charity and myself time, and then 3 p.m. Saros Balier's time. So today, before we go, our own brother Chris Silly had his program today in Tapeta. I have to say it was well followed. Our team was there. BKS TV was there. I want to say thanks to Chris. Congratulations to him for a successful program. Having a program in Nimba that can be easy, but he was able to pull it off, and there was a lot of dignitaries in attendance. So thanks to everyone. Thanks to my brother Aloysius. Thanks for always following us. We'll say good night, and we'll be back tomorrow.
See ya.